Hello, YouTube streamers. YouTube viewers. I mean, maybe some of you are YouTube streamers as well. Hard to know, hard to account for. Let me just find out what the hell I'm doing today. We need to steal this title to give it to the Twitch people. Title. Game. Valorant. Oops, I'm sending that in YouTube. Okay, we don't really want to be doing that. It's all good though. All good. Game Valorant. And that way we can go live. Good whatever time of the day it is. It's about midday for me. You're so old. No. It's not that I'm bad with technology, Oren. I swear to God. It's that I use a combined chat feature. And so when I type it in the chat, it sends it to both simultaneously. So it does also send it to Twitch. It just also sends it to YouTube. And now I've turned the Twitch stream on as well. So all of the lovely folks in the Twitch chat can come and join us and drown you lot out. You people accusing me of being an old Luddite on the YouTube streams. How is everyone today? I've been watching Wimbledon. I've been enjoying that. I've been chilling. I've been helping some family move. I've got to do more of that today as well, so this is going to be a really short stream. Billy's playing against TYLOO. That's what we're going to be watching in VCT China. And I'm expecting it to be quite a crap game. I mean, we'll give it the time of day to begin with, for sure, but I'm expecting Billy to kind of roll over TYLOO, and also it to be quite a silly game, because I don't think Billy's that great of a team, even though their player quality is really good, so yeah, who knows. What if I send all of my messages in both chats too? It wouldn't do anything other than confuse me, Breeze. Thoughts on the Corode match yesterday? I mean, they're literally showing some highlights of it. I mean, I say that. They've just swapped over to showing Sunset on the Project Horizon. I thought it was... Alright, I said at the end of watching Corode, I don't think I've learned anything. The reason for that is, I don't think those comps are going to get played that much by other teams. I think that playing KO Gecko gave them like some decent ability to pop into the B site, and that was about it on their attack sides. It seemed like a very one-dimensional composition that won't be very good in the long term. And I also think that they weren't really working the map particularly well either, I think. They had, like, some ideas of, like, going and doing a little bit of mid-pressure. There was a defense pistol round that looked kind of cool, where we just saw that kind of paranoia down the line over towards the B area, and then a mosh in the corner. But, I mean, people are figuring out that kind of stuff in ranked. It felt to me like a pug game. Like, they barely had enough time to scrim on it. They just wanted to throw it out there. So... I don't think really this Corode game that we're watching highlights of now showed us. Actually, the only thing we learned is that eco rounds look extremely dangerous on this map. But I think you could tell that just based off the theory anyway, because I think there was like 4 or 5 eco wins on Corode. But there's so many tight corners and so many close range fights that, yeah, Buckies and Stingers and even a Sheriff maybe are just going to be super good to work with. So I think playing anti-ecos is going to be difficult. Common EDG slander. I mean, I think that they looked good on Sunset. I think that they just kind of stopped trying a little bit once they got up like 9-1 or whatever. I think if EDG played against a top team right now, and it wasn't on Corode, it was on like some more common normal maps, I think this team looks better than the GNE version of the team. On paper, and it's hard to say in the server because we've only really seen them play 2 maps, but HFMI is a pretty good initiator, so I would expect it to be pretty easy for them to just simply be better. And you're right, EDG do lose a lot of anti-ecos anyway. They do. But I think... when you watch the way that they were happening on Corode, it did seem to be helped that the map was designed in this kind of way. Breeze, thank you for the 15 months. 500 internal server error Cloudflare. What is that based on? Why are many people in the chat saying 500 server internal error? Is Cloudflare down at the moment? Are people having difficulty connecting? It's on the screen. It's on the screen. Am I losing my mind? Where is it on the screen? Am I going crazy here? The middle top. Oh! I'm looking at my screen and it's not there, but it is... Wait, what is this then? Hold on. Let's do some diagnostics here. What the hell is this thing? Is it this one? Oh, it's Stream Elements. Let me refresh the cache. Okay, that might do it. That might do it. I couldn't understand why you guys were talking about Cloudflare. It must have gone down maybe overnight or something, and I just needed to refresh the cache. Realistically, who wins this? Billy every day of the week, I think. TYLOO are not that great. Billy are, I mean, top 5, even if you were being conservative in China. So I think Billy should kind of walk away with this one. But it'll probably be a bit of a weird, scrappy game because that's how Billy like to play. Does the failure of GNE on EDG mean that cloning players is a pointless endeavor? No, we should still try to prestige the whole of DRX and add them into Zeta Division. Avast really truly was ahead of his time. What do I think about the new XLG player? Do you expect him to be a like-for-like swap with YOU? Bro, I can't even remember who they got. Who did they just pick up? They just picked up XLG. No Man. Yeah. I know nothing about No Man. I've no idea. Do I expect him to be a like-for-like? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, because they're missing a certain role. They've added somebody who can communicate really well with them in English. I would imagine they'll get him to play that role. Maybe they'll get him to play more of like a flex role or something. But I would imagine so. I really don't know, though. I don't know anything about the actual player. Yeah, that's what people in chat were saying, that he's a Welsh Hong Kong guy. Or Hong Kong Welsh. I'm not sure which way around he would say that, but either way. But yeah, he's got a lot better communication ability than MIDI that they were playing with. At least in terms of syncing up specifically with Raga. But yeah, I think they're going to end up communicating in English, maybe even more than they previously were. And they already were coming a lot in English. Why is China on way earlier than the other regions? I don't have the answer for that for you. Honestly, I don't know. Because they're doing like, it's so weird. They're doing 1 week. So they do week 1. And then they take a break. And like a bunch of the teams travel to Esports World Cup. And then they come back for week 2 onwards. Which is just like horrendous. Why is VCT? I feel like a lunatic right winger. Why are they prioritizing these foreign tournaments over VCT tournaments? But like, actually, why has the VCT schedule prioritized EWC over its own schedule? And I know the reason. The reason is enormous amounts of money and greed. But it's just stupid. It's so stupid. Like, if you have a big tournament organizer that wants to work with VCT, then it should be integrated in a way that makes sense, not in this fucking ham-fisted, stupid-ass way. Anyway, it's not just for VCT China either, though. The VCT, the other regions have like 1 day break for for the people who do well at EWC. They come back and they play like the next day. It's really silly. It's really silly, and they're playing on the previous map pool. Dude, I could keep going on and on about it, but whatever. You know I'm not a fan. Very stupid. VCT Pacific's first match begins 36 hours after the final. Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully it won't be the same teams, and maybe they'll be able to change the match orders around. You know what I mean? Like, if a Pacific team makes the final, maybe they can and they were going to be playing on the first day, maybe they can alter it or something. But again, that's just more of a headache for VCT for absolutely no good reason. Yeah. Yeah, AWC is not playing with Corode. According to a coach that we were talking to yesterday, Elevated. He could be wrong, but that's better information than I've seen anywhere else. Hello, Agman. I hope you're well. I just wanted to say if you ever come to Sydney, I'll shave my head just for a pic with you. You don't need to... You can get a picture with me without going bald. Like, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. Mortaray, thank you for the 11 months as well. Wait, you've got a VFL CN. I managed the live leaderboard while VFL sorted itself out in Toronto. I want to do something for CN. I don't know if I can drop a link in chat, though. If you drop a link in chat, you might get banned for, like, 1 second, but I'll still click the link. Your exam went well? Nice, Ender. Nice. You're balding anyway, so you might as well. Yes. I would say being bald is infinitely better than being balding. I did see Slime's investigation into the Riot HQ. That was from years ago, Jambus. Years ago. Alright, yeah, you did get your message deleted, but here it is, a Google spreadsheet. Hold on. Let me not leak the spreadsheet. Right, what's going on here? What do I have to do? What the fuck? Unsorted teams, leaderboard playlist. What the... Formers... Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I looking at here? Teams and trades submitted to the following form every week. So you've got like a Google form system for this VFL Underground League. I mean, look at this shit, chat. Look at this shit. It's literally in the chat. What do you mean not leak? Oh yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. Okay, anyway. It's like a Google form with standard VFL scoring. Hello, thank you for the raid. I die young. I die young too. I die young as well. What is... You can't really look like me and say live fast, die young. Because then people are like, well, you clearly didn't live very quickly. Or maybe you did. Maybe people look at me and they think I'm 16 years old. I've just lived the quickest anyone's ever lived. And I've actually speedrun gold split my way to looking 40. But like, you can't look like me and say, yeah, let's die young. People are like, you're old anyway. You've lived a long, fulfilling life. How do I actually submit a team, though? That's my question. Because, okay, here's the leaderboard and stuff. But how do I literally just pick a team? This is too confusing for me. Read the points list off the player sheet. Okay. And then, but how do I... And then I go to the form response and then I... Oh, I open this link here. Maybe. Possibly. Blood thinks he looks 40 when he looks like 60. It's fucked of you, actually. That's fucked of you. That's just really out of pocket. I'm going to do the Scrandle instead because that's more like my wavelength. Like, I reckon I can nail the Scrandle, but I'm not sure that I can nail this underground VFL shit. Hold on. The Bahama Mama. What's wrong with American food at stadiums? Americans make a big deal about British food being shit, but at least we don't have horrendous monopolies over the food coming into our football stadiums to the point where we get served shit like this. It looks like you wrapped it up in a toilet paper wrapper. Like, this looks like a bit of toilet roll. The internal tube of a toilet roll wrapped around a hot dog. It's horrendous. And what is this? I mean, this might be even worse on the right-hand side. Again, another abomination from the United States. San Diego in 2023. This eagle should be fucking ashamed of itself. That's a 10 quid cheeseburger, and it's 99% onion. There's a shred of meat hiding in there. I think I'd rather have the toilet hot dog. It's appalling. Is that a carrot? I think it's a tomato. Or as they would say, tomato. Tomato. I'm going to go with the one on the left. They're both awful. They're genuinely both awful. What has the United States done? Now that's something the United States are doing quite well. Wait, all of these are from the USA. Because today's July 4th. So they're all going to be from the USA. They're all going to be shit, man. Okay, before we continue, there's going to be 10 different things to look at, right? But there's ×2. So there's going to be 20 pieces of food items that we look through here. How many do you think we're going to actually want to eat? Because at the moment, we're on 0. Even this is going to be some piss poor lager. I guess I'll take the hot dog over an 8-pound beer. Jesus Christ. Either way, terrible. Dreadful. That pizza looks like it wants to die. And it's being served with a Coors Light just to fuck it up even further. And then on the right, another goddamn abomination. A £9.20 pulled pork sandwich with... What did they murder Piglet from Winnie the Pooh? I can taste the anxiety from here. It's got nothing on it. Where's the stuffing? Where's the apple sauce? Where's something to bulk out the flavor a little bit? £9 for that. They chopped off Piglet's big toe. I'm not even sure. I genuinely don't know. Normally, I think a pulled pork tastes quite nice, but maybe I'm going for the pizza slice here. A pizza slice and a can of beer for £15, though, is actually making me want to throw up. These are both awful. They're awful. I'll go with the pizza because the colors in the photo are slightly better, so maybe more people will click it. Yeah, 20% of people. Abominable. Okay. This is the first picture where the one on the left is making me not immediately gag. This one on the right, though, that's not good. That's not good. That's just quite a bad pizza. From a country that does pizza fairly well, we've had two, pretty poor attempts here. But this is £42. You could get a fucking mortgage on a house for that. And it's 2 pork belly sandwiches. With 4 egg rolls and some, what they call chips, but it's, And what is this sauce? Grey sauce. We're going to have to go with the one on the left, but I got to be honest with you. If I was charged £42 for that, I'd spit in their face. That's horrible. It's horrible. What on earth is that? Mystery Scran. No price data. I'm not eating it. If it's free, I'm not eating it. That's not come from an animal, but yet it can't have come from anything else. What is this bread, too, by the way? It's the most anemic bread of all time. It's the kind of food you would serve the Ku Klux Klan because it's not got a shred of color in it. The closest we're getting to not white is the yellow mustard. It's just so bland looking. And then on the right, honestly, this one's the best food that we've seen so far. The best food we've seen so far. We've got some corn nachos with a bit of pulled pork and some white sauce or cheese. Can't tell which. £8.30. We've got to click the one on the right, but is that not mustard? What is it if not mustard? Is that cheese? That should not be cheese. Look at it. Look at it. It's got all the wrong consistency for cheese. All right, we're going to go with the one on the right, but it's appalling. Arian is here. Thank you for the 5 months. Yeah. Despicable. Again, £32.50 for a hot dog that probably is pretty good. Loaded fries that don't look that great. And a Coors fucking Light. What? I mean, rebottled water. And then on this side, we've got a 312, which I don't know what that is, and a really bad looking pizza. I saw somebody in chat, you know, getting on my ass for saying that American pizza's pretty good. But it is. If you go to the East Coast, or, you know, Detroit style pizza, Chicago deep dish pizza, New York pizza, pizza in, I mean, I was going to say Toronto, which is, you know, North America, but not the USA. But like, East Coast pizza is good. Philadelphia has some good pizza as well. But like, that is bad. I think we're going to have to go with the one on the left. £32.50 though. £32.50 for one person's meal. Horrendous. Horrendous. People would rather have the... That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a Rick and Morty episode. That's Rick, that's Morty. What am I looking at? A Chicago-style hot dog? Is it Chicago-style when the pickle's bigger than the fucking meat? What do you mean? Bacon on a stick. I'm going to lose my fucking mind, man. Why do you have it on a stick? You cook your bacon to the point where it holds itself up anyway. You don't use the cuts of ham that are floppy when you cook American bacon to begin with, and you're charging £5.30 for a single piece of bacon. I mean, it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. I'm gonna have to go with the bacon for £5.30 because even though the price is outrageous, look at this. It's satire. Look at this Chicago-style hot dog. It's satire. And then the bacon at least looks tasty. It's just enormously expensive. 30% of people would eat the bacon on a stick for £5.30. Beef kafta. That's a steak! It's a steak! What do you mean, beef kafta? Purple Philly cheesesteak. Weird looking. I can't see any cheese. But it's probably all right tasting, even though it looks a bit weird. But what am I looking at over here? I've got to Google what a kafta's supposed to look like, because it's not supposed to look just like a steak with some onions and tomato on it. I'm sure. Surely it's not. Beef kafta. Authentic Lebanese recipe. It's supposed to look like a goddamn kebab. A kafta kebab. Look. This is what happens when you Google it. And then look at that. What have they done? What have they done? Just call it a steak. I don't think it's even processed. I think it's just a hunk of beef. I mean, it's probably going to be good. I'm going to click on that one anyway. I think I'd rather have it, but I mean, it's a steak, isn't it? Yeah, 12 quid for that, by the way. What? Seattle, get a grip. And this is the same one we started with, an Austin FC Sonoran hot dog. Which is probably not bad, to be honest. It looks a little bit strange. It doesn't look as nice as the ones that we've seen on Scrandle from Brazil, but it's probably pretty good. I mean, it's better than whatever this is anyway. That's a disgrace. It's got more ketchup than it does pork. It's vile. It's vile. Garlic fries and cheese pizza. Another shit pizza. What's going on here? Another shit pizza on both sides. On both ends of the spectrum, shit pizza. What is this, by the way? The Sky Rosa, a cheese coney on top of a pizza slice. What is a coney? Chat, what is a coney? Is that just a sandwich? They've just poured a bucket of cheese, grated cheese, onto two slices of bread or onto a hot dog bun, basically. Coney 2012. I mean, I think Coney 2012 was less likely to put you off your meal than this. The left isn't terrible. It's not terrible, no. I mean, the garlic fries look all right. Okay? The garlic fries look okay. This cheese pizza looks mediocre at best, I would say. If you get served that cheese pizza, you're not thinking, oh, God, this one's going to slap. You're thinking like, all right, you know, it's food. It's fuel. This, though, is just confusing me. Like, there's already so much cheese on a pizza slice. Why are we also adding a hot dog bun with cheese on it? This is still the best looking pizza we've seen today. This one, the one on the left? Probably, yeah. Which is appalling. That's just appalling. I think we do have to go with the one on the left. I can't believe it. Why would the people want that? Horrendous. Horrendous. Honestly horrendous. They did an incredible job there, Scrandle, at showcasing the very worst of what the United States has to offer. The very worst. That was disgraceful. Happy July 4th. Happy July 4th, everyone. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna get Shy on TMV in the call.
Head coach hypnotizing, who is also.
All right, what map have we got here then? We've got Bind and Lotus. Who banned? Was it Billy banned Corode? Hello.
Hello. Your favorite map.
Hello.
Your background, and then interestingly enough.
Are you much of a morning person?
Like, okay,
no. I set my alarm today for early in the morning.
Well, first of all, I'm a little
and then
you know, it's gotten banned already.
I
see what team's running it, but fine,
slept through it, and anytime I sleep through my alarm, I enjoy sleeping through my alarm because I enjoy sleeping, but the problem is it gives me fucked up dreams. I'm not sure what it is about sleeping through my alarm, but something about being woken up a little bit and then falling back into a deep sleep just fucks my dreams. And so I was actually just like fever dreamed for the last 3 hours of being in bed. I woke up and I was like, I don't know what's happened to my life. So
do you remember your dreams, or is it just like a fucking?
No, I remember them. I remember them. I'm just not saying that they're particularly interesting to anyone apart from me. You know what I mean? I don't want to bore you with the details, but they're just some fucked up stuff. Actually, you know what? You're probably the only person that would find it interesting. In my dream, I'd been thrown into like a VCT event to cast, but they hadn't told me where I needed to go, so I was walking around the building lost, and then I fell asleep because I got tired, and then I woke up and I'd missed the entire game, and they just put out an entire game without any casting over the top of it, and people were annoyed about me falling asleep and missing the cast. And then I was like, all right, don't worry, this next one I'm nailing it. And then they were like, oh, sorry, we don't have anywhere to cast except you have to go to a LAN cafe and cast from there. And then when I arrived, there was no free space at the LAN cafe. Like, all of the spaces were bought up. And then a space opened and I was like, Bren, you better take that one. And then a second space didn't open up, so they were pissed at me again. And I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get fired.
Dude, that's actually a hellish dream. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's a hellish landscape.
It was fucked up. It was fucked up, man.
That's fucked up.
And you know what's the worst part about it as well? When I was watching the game, but I couldn't cast it because I didn't have a headset. I was just watching it on other people's monitors, and it was fucking Numbani. It was Overwatch Numbani. It wasn't even Valorant. It was Numbani.
I can hear the drums.
Yeah.
That's fucked. That's actually mega fucked.
See, maybe you have
Dude.
Tailoo as well. That you
Yeah, I don't want to sleep with your brain. That's crazy. Body's a different question, but brain is crazy.
There are no stronger flashes. So the
I have you turned up to 200% on Discord, and you're still kind of quiet.
But still, we can see the explosive.
Do you have like?
For example, that they have 3 players in B long, so it seems like there's going to be a skirmish.
Hello, this is better.
That was exactly the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just shouted louder.
Step into the game here on the first round, the pistol round. We're gonna see a little bit of a heavier default towards B here, but
Hello.
With a bang, 2 kills.
All right, hold on. Tailoo coming out strong in the pistol.
Apart from a big blunder from Tailoo.
Do you have belief in slowly? Yeah, 20. Oh my god, you're in the future.
Jesus. All right.
My internet can't handle 12.
Okay, Team V, what are you on?
No, you go, Sideshow.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm good.
1. Nice.
Control here.
They signed Yo-Yo, who's a duelist, and they have him on Fade, who's never played. And put slowly on a duelist?
Last two members, one of them down to just 13 HP.
Very normal, very normal.
Yeah.
Shadow Maze of Light, thank you for the 5 months.
Close to being put down.
Any plans on doing another Pokemon race this year? Yes, probably. We did actually already do a Soul Link earlier on.
Doesn't want to peek out. You hear the double TP, and now on a 2v4,
yeah, this Tailoo composition's a strange one.
Maybe they can get for the plant here.
Double duelist, double smokes, and a fade.
I don't really expect BLG to.
Yeah, I think Omen over Brim because he wanted...
Methering?
Oh my god.
Are you kidding?
Wait, Rushy is a freak. And now is repositioned. Okay, Rushy is the GOAT. Rushy is the GOAT. I think he collated the first 2 people in, right?
Yeah, he did.
God damn.
That's a good start for Tailoo. Good to be back.
That's some nice glue.
Good to be
You
back.
said it best. Apart from a monumental disaster for Tailoo, this cannot be winnable.
Rushia is extremely underrated. Yeah, he might be. I mean, Rushia is definitely one of the highest impact players. I mean, he's probably the highest impact player on Bilibili.
For an incredible player, and I'm afraid of that momentum, Mike. That might just be.
But I think Bilibili have got a pretty decent roster in terms of skill. A lot of the problems I have with Bilibili are more to do with their game plans and their decision making. Like this, for example. What the fuck are they doing? Why are we on an anti-eco just running through the Viper wall, sending it in without any info? Just, I mean, why is he sending it through the paranoia instead of cancelling?
Oh, this is gonna be.
This game's gonna be slop. It's gonna be slop.
It's gonna be great.
Well, there goes all the momentum that we were just talking about. It's fully gone, and we are in an absolute...
I believe Tailoo hasn't played Lotus at all in Stage 1 either.
Because what was
That's amazing.
From YZ, it did not make it all the way through. He just settled into a wall.
All right, give me the lowdown on Yo-Yo then, Shayo. Do you know more about this guy?
I did a deep dive. He played on like the same team as T-Virus Luke, like a little while ago, 7K Knights. He's been bouncing around tier 2 a little bit on some teams and whatnot.
But you thought they picked him up to play.
He's been yo-yoing, you said?
Yeah.
The unknown factor where you're like, okay, if you play this round perfectly,
past that, like I don't know if he's the truth here. I don't know why they're picking him up if they need like an initiator. Because like again, the most he's played like Jet Rays.
Ball of CW still out there.
Helping them get
True.
hold the side.
Why?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
No chance.
Okay, cool.
It's confusing. Yeah. He was like a stand-in for Trace for a bit. Like,
so what you're saying is we shouldn't have that. He's not gonna be a GOAT.
Not too many rifles lost.
He might be like a little lamb right now. You know, like he played a little bit in Ascension. Like, but replacing like CJC 5CM with Yo-Yo on his non-main role, it's like putting Shayo in goalie. You know, he might be doing some good stuff, but where's the most effective?
Shayo, when you were playing rematch before, you were saying that you would just sit in goal and manage the team.
Yeah, absolutely. It was lit. Like when I'm playing with random people.
You can't play goal. You can't play
goal.
goal.
You're shit in goal.
Me?
I thought you were gonna be amazing in goal.
You're astonishingly poor in goal.
Listen. You guys have some type of bias on my misses.
What do you mean?
The first day I played, I was gonna, I was lax. I'm like, oh, haha, this is gonna be fun. Yesterday when we played, I didn't let a single fucking thing in.
What? What a lie!
He's a goat. This guy's a goat. Again, another terrible Shayo take. He's got the Wolves Classic. This guy's a goat.
He's literally just farming ecos.
I haven't.
He's farming ecos.
Every time Sideshow says something, good job. TMV gets the save. TMV, you're the best. You're the best, bro. I saved 9 things. Okay.
You were not saving. You were literally. You would get put in goal. You would get put in goal. A fucking shot would fly past you within the first 5 seconds, and then you're out of goal again.
That's day one. That's day one. That was just day one. Because I was just, you know, haha with the boys. Ha 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 ha. But after the Liz cherry picking allegations, after like, you know, day 2, day 3, dude, I was locking it down with no praise. I was like a trained dog who the hand comes over, the treat's not there, but he understands his role now, you know, like.
Okay.
I think I just had higher expectations for you.
It's this thing, man. One of my friends told me that if you ever say you're good at a game and you ever just take it easy, there's gonna be that one guy who's like, you're not that good, man. Listen.
No, but the thing is, we're not disputing that you're good. We're not disputing that you're good. You're fucking frying when you're out on the field.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm a good goalie, man.
Jumping down.
You don't have to be good at everything.
No, I have to. It's the only way.
Messi's not a great goalie.
I'm not 100% sure about that.
But they don't put Messi in net. I get put in net. The ball doesn't go through. I'm telling you now, at least. The first day, you could have reported me to some.
They don't put Messi in net.
The first day Sean Garris was at my door, I'm not gonna lie. There were some things going on. But
FBI, open up.
I feel bad. Sean's forever now just gonna be linked to that. And just like, oh, Sean
Tailoo! Actual 2020 looking ass trap play.
Too many fights and not winning any of them.
Nitro stood on top of the box shooting a paranoia into showers.
No one was running trap plays in 2020.
They were. That's a genuine 2020 trap play from First Strike 100 Thieves. I swear to God.
Here we go. Second time.
Slowly wants to push out again, but beautiful dodge from YZ. And this guy, as I said, he doesn't need a judge. Just give him a vandal.
Look, just let the slop wash over you.
I mean, the slop is slopping right now. They like, that's such an ambitious trap play. They just overextend so hard.
You have a couple of seconds to actually do the trap, because then if you go further, then suddenly you're stuck in shadows.
I'm doing well, thank you, Tyrandeep. How are you doing?
You have no way out because you're Neon and you're not maybe the Yoro or the Omen. So maybe misplay there, trying to go for the
Yeah,
kill.
back in 2020 we played
Obviously,
real
yeah,
Valorant.
Neon, maybe you want to go for that. But that being said, and now slowly, as it's 2v2, the money
He missed his sword.
great for Tailoo. And slowly
Oh, he
decides to
got
go for
shot.
the
He got shot.
It didn't. He threw it over the edge and it landed on the floor. He's supposed to land on the roof.
top.
Not that it makes a difference, really. It doesn't matter whether it lands up top there or on the floor, but whatever.
Doesn't it? Because you don't scan the market cross if it doesn't.
I think it would anyway, wouldn't it?
Now the access is
Don't know, to be honest. Maybe it wouldn't.
with the nade, and you can
9
see
body
9
needs
body
9
is
lives.
And can he spam it? Not quite yet. What is
There you go.
happening on the outside?
If
I got there.
anyone wants to hire me,
One fade.
I've never thought about it before, but
Sword 9, even
actually I
just
think I'd be
stuck
pretty
in
good at it.
in the smoke, nothing you can do there. In the
With lines like
first
that.
Yeah.
normal
And then
sighting
you're supposed to gas
of
yourself up for saying a good line.
Hell yeah.
On the broadcast. Whoa, what a sick line from me, actually. I'm a great caster.
Like you and Bren don't spend half the time doing that when you're casting bad games.
Yeah, no, we do. We come up with incredible lines and then we just sit with each other's cocks in our hands, just joking it. Just it's like, oh my god, we're so good, we're so good.
Furia 2G doesn't have a vertical stream because it's just Bren and Sideshow wanking each other out.
We were, the Paper X fans were wondering why I looked so serious at the end of the grand finals. I mean, I was having to concentrate, man.
Fucking side stroke.
A little bit too many people, I feel. What do you think? Is it crazy to say that 3 people? Do they just not have enough time, do you think?
Honestly, I think if Slowly had a rifle, they would go for it. Just for either the chance, because they still have good money. I mean, considering they obviously they
Okay, come on. Get the op into a position where you can actually do some value, get some value from
Would
it.
have been a difference, but it seems like in this case, Slowly's priority is
Get it down short or something.
And I mean, depending on how he shoots, I mean, if he now gets an ace, we're like, obviously, what's the right idea to save, right? So maybe a bit of hindsight.
Here he comes. Here he comes. Get a teammate to shoot a prowler for you, please. Does Sword 9 even have an angle?
He has one on the other side.
Gets an ace is a very big caveat to have.
I mean,
okay.
Okay, well, he dragged a bit of util out, and they know it's going to be an A-pop. They're not using the stun to cancel the first wave of the Viper Wall, which means... Oh, hello, they crunched it anyway.
Brave.
The moment you start to think, the game says nope.
As well. K9 the only one left now.
What? Cheating!
Where did that one come from? He gets two? Does he get
Oh,
three?
God.
Can he get
He's
three?
cheating.
Without
He's gonna
smokes, that's too difficult. Except
Brother.
Please.
Please.
Oh, able to push out
He's
just
not
a bit to see
acing.
the right
He's
corner.
not
Was that a replay or the
acing.
second shot?
Showers and against his up, this
Why are you
looks very
scared?
difficult.
Get on business.
You've got an off,
Just
bro.
going for a jump
Holy,
spot.
you're being a little scary.
Get on this. Get on the angle.
this
He's
should
still
I mean, that
jump
is
spotting.
that
He
is
lose a
next
3v1
level.
here.
Oh,
Again!
he's so scared for some
Brother.
reason.
In a nice little
Bro.
position. Not expected
this-
by Kina.
Yeah, and beautiful
rough.
retake that you can see there. Even before they planted, 9body still. I mean, you can see
All
how
good,
BLG
all good.
used their utility to get 9body out of showers, and then Yoro even out of that front line. But you can see.
Yeah, they were
with
saving
that
this.
flash,
That was a really nice
everyone
refight
everyone
into
on side.
pocket there.
There was just no chance. Beautiful
They
retake
neon
there,
stun,
beautiful
Yoru
spike
flashed.
down, and just like that.
And then pushed it
Tailoo
from both
cleans up,
sides.
And we're once again tied.
That was
3-3.
first nice play that TYLOO have gone for, I think.
Yeah, we absolutely are tied again, and that was a round that Tailoo absolutely had to win. They could not afford to lose it or risk
They've been
that.
conditioning this,
BLG
like,
run away with the hub
teleport
here, and
through
there's another
kind of
fight
play.
going on, and Yo-Yo
Rushia
has
tries to
been
clear it,
really good
gets
Holy
caught.
in his debut game here.
Oh my god.
That's a very early TP. 125 on the clock. Like, his gate crash was not expiring there. There's no shot.
Again, maybe a bit too overeager when it comes to that. Now K9,
I think just with the early info and because someone needs to pick up short, but
Yeah, just playing the player advantage.
but like you're putting the op on the line of the Viper wall. It makes no sense.
Oh, oh, oh.
Back to A, but the spike is on B.
Like is indeed on B, and
Oh
gonna
no, they're
close down,
coming
rotating
back to the
A
stack.
now. They're walking into a stack of 3 people. B should have been the right call here, but they haven't quite made it here.
Well, they don't have a stun to fight short this time, but they do have flash and paranoia.
Obviously,
They're just running over. No Viper wall, just running in down short.
And they use the nightfall from both sides,
Now we
so they
TP.
have info, or rather, not any
Oh
info,
my
but
god,
they need
he's
a
still
TP,
anchored though.
and now it's all down to
What? That's so bad from the scales, bro. You've gotta be hitting that.
Gale.
You have to at least get one.
just like that.
Your whole job is to stop the rotate coming back in, and you play just the elbow on angle and die to the first player.
Why are we taking damage?
Free damage? Free damage?
Yeah.
That does get them inside your
The lurk through spawn. They were watching for it, and now they're not.
but that is definitely gonna help. Unfortunately, though, Neff has other ideas.
Nice. K9 gets the
Slowly
win.
taking 7 op shots and none of them hit, and he's died.
Go on, give me the 1v3 from Sword 9.
All down to Sword 9 here. He has to get 2. One of them's in hookah, one of them's on site. Is he gonna expect the guy on site? He does, but not really.
Neff on an
as
off
Neff
angle.
takes his head off. And that's a nice.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm watching
round from
QOR
BLG.
versus
Great
Sad
round.
Esports in 2024.
K9, even you're right, taking away the op from behind. There was
crazy.
absolutely no chance
I'm enjoying
that
this
you
game.
could,
It's
have
exactly
that
what
to
I
see
needed.
that
A good-
Now,
a good dose of silly.
You're happy that,
Yeah, just a
Slowly
pure
doesn't have
palate
help now
cleanser.
because so far he just hasn't been hitting. It's quite unfortunate, but that being said, talk about hitting.
Oh,
Corode not enough for you yesterday.
About wait,
I
who-
didn't think that was silly. I thought it was
like,
just
excited
shit.
to watch it,
From
and
both
then I
sides.
saw the comps,
I mean,
and then
you
I
can
saw them
see,
play,
I
and
was
then
talking
my
about
excitement
K9.
was
That being said, a beautiful shot
immediately
there,
dim
just putting question
and
marks
dull.
on the map, and then being able to capitalize off.
I mean, they did have one really silly, funny round where they played 4 in B Link in the post plant.
Down 4-3.
That was a
Yeah.
good one. That was a funny
I mean,
one.
yeah, that was silly.
Good time. They don't want to be giving up.
But then,
this
like,
time,
I mean, I
especially on
rewatched it.
wide.
I'm still going to make a video about it, despite how shit it was.
Well, yeah, because you know that people will click on it, even though it was shit.
Yeah.
It's literally just you're creating clickbait slop. Where the title...
Well,
No,
no, there's
no,
gonna
'cause
be-
the-
there's still some things to say.
But the title is going to be first ever time Corode is played, and the content is going to be this was quite shit. You probably shouldn't have watched this.
Yeah, but I'm gonna point. Yeah, but when you watch shit Valorant, that's learning. You can learn from that. Don't do what these pro teams do.
I
'cause
never
they're
have.
shit.
I never have.
B-side as well. It seems
I
very
watch shit
much
Valorant and I replicate it in my
BLG. Now,
games.
YZ, the one with the op, something that we've
All right,
all
YZ's going for the
seen
attack op on the anti-eco with a showstopper.
now,
We're in
on
for a
attack,
slow-ass round here.
I wonder if he's he's maybe gonna give up his weapon when it comes to entering inside. So a couple of interesting decisions.
Map 2, who chose it? This little icon here tells you who chose it. So Billy chose Lotus and TYLOO chose Bind.
Get one here if Sword 9 feels a little bit antsy and decides to push out and peek to get a little bit more information.
Imagine TYLOO's coach is calling to slowly scale on the map, but they are predicted by the other team because they simply read their players' in-game names.
The Phantom instead of the
Yeah.
a little answer just as I feared he might.
That's fucked.
They're doing a nice little default here, even with that kill.
I love when my Yoru has a one solo rifle and it's sitting on the B side as my Omen is
Now you have 3 shotguns,
pushed up.
so you can see they're all just they want
I fucking love that setup. I love that setup.
Did they not have a cross before and he walked back, or was he actually just on site the whole time? Oh
my
god.
That is a million kills here.
He could get an easy 4 kills.
Oh my god. They're not thinking about it at all. They're not thinking about it. He's on his
He's
head!
on him! He Zuma stomped him!
And finally gets traded out, but now
I think she was good.
and with 9
Oh,
in his
dear.
ult, but he gets spotted by Rusia.
Well played by Rusia.
With the Viper spit now. Now it's a bit more difficult.
Oh my god.
If Slowly can get here and get the spam, he can.
Oh.
No, he doesn't.
Close.
The Prowler took the last shot.
He's got an ult. Bro, go save.
Yeah, you just saved that.
But against the Viper spit, I mean, there's
Nope,
probably no worse
he's not.
stuff.
Oh, wait. What?
Oh.
Clever.
Fumble again from the side.
Is
of
it clever?
TYLOO.
But also
Don't
just
your
go and
team
get
want
it.
that?
Well,
Not
Yeah,
that 20
also
seconds,
just
try it
go
out.
scary play from
Nice.
Scaled, and that's a nice shot from Yo-Yo, getting it down the K-Knight. Unfortunately, there's still a lot he has to do,
Only
and the
miss.
time just keeps ticking away, little by little.
Winnable, actually.
Oh, he's
Levius is on a
wrapping around.
late wrap.
Players are.
Oh, Levius is on a late wrap.
He gets the first kill on the Rusha, though. Hang on a minute.
Both of
Levius
them
Oh, he's heard a footstep. He's heard a footstep. He just made a footstep in short.
He just has no idea.
Oh
at
my
all.
god.
Ah.
He's in the
Kind of heard
perfect
it.
place to prevent
Empty.
the full defuse.
Nice try.
Nice
a
try
bit of
there
a stop
from Yo-Yo.
from TYLOO.
His nice try there.
Yeah,
from
fair
Yo-Yo.
enough. He should have gone for the
TP for the
1v2.
op.
Even before he started the clutch, he made sure the op wasn't in BLG.
I mean, do they really want an attack op?
TP, making sure no one can pick it up.
They just used it. No, I'm saying defensively.
Which, I mean,
They
to be
didn't get
fair,
the
could
up
have been a 4K,
afterwards.
But on the other hand, you were happy
They were
that
opting with
you
slowly,
got
right?
through there. And
No.
now Levius,
Well, the
unfortunately
defense was
for
dead,
Yo-Yo
Shia.
with the timing,
The attack
I'm pro.
was yeah.
YZ.
YZ was a target. Oh, yeah, and he still
No,
bought
no,
another
again.
one. He bought another
Yeah.
one.
on Viper.
Okay, that's weird. I didn't think he would do that
It's just
again.
the pillar that Tailoo can't just quite get through.
The most polite pop-off ever as he stands up and claps for the effort of his opponents. YZ still has the up, and what a shot!
Goodbye.
He's
Goodbye.
jumping, YZ, come on!
Well, it seems like Slowly could maybe learn a few things from YZ when it comes to opping. Beautiful shot there, even on the jump spot of all things. And just like that, it's just clean up. They just 4v5 for Tailoo, and they need to do something at this point. They're just being so passive, and it feels like if they do nothing, they're just gonna get ran through on site, especially if they enter with 4. I mean, it's a 4v2 on site. What can you do?
Is getting ran through a sexual phrase?
Instead, but we'll find out what Yo-Yo can do.
I mean, everything to you is a sexual phrase.
No, but I'm saying like
default. Yes.
it's not by default.
Yes. By default, yes, it is.
By default, yes, it is. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing I can imagine myself saying on a cast and not realizing that it was always.
Not gonna get anything.
Oh. Oh, nobody
You
covered
get away
that.
with that, surely. I don't think.
Unfortunately.
I mean, I've definitely said
could, like-
I've said run a train on him at some point, which is, I mean, that's definitely sexual.
A lot to do.
Yeah, but you can
What
also
is
be
that
like,
smoke?
Oh,
How are you playing Brim, bro?
Shame on you. You're a tier 1 pro player. That being
the
said,
DPI is fucked up.
The
Trust me,
commentators
trust
just said
me.
the same thing, man. Shame on you, you're a shame on you, you're a tier 1 brimstone.
Even with a knife spotted, I mean, there's.
You guys understand it, so they can actually push out, not save, think you have a chance. It's a psychological thing.
Well, does not matter. Neff cleaning up slowly, the last one to die, and it's 3-6. TYLOO have lost their grip on this half a little bit.
I think TYLOO have played one round well on defense.
Happening, it feels like TYLOO
I swear to God.
the most impactful kill
dear
early
TYLOO.
on, with Yo-Yo getting 2 there on side, but then it all just falls
Go back to
apart
selling
if
tea.
they whiff or they just don't play together.
What is What is that?
That being said, it also looks a bit shaky when it comes
Tailoo?
to BLG.
Is that? No. What is the tea company in the UK?
Tylenol?
No, not Tylenol.
No, get out of here with your fucking American. What is that KO knife? Did you see that KO knife?
I'm not American.
I saw it land somewhere in the empty space between short and showers.
Yes.
Yeah,
See this big gap of the map that no one can be in? No one's there, guys.
On any of these sites.
Yeah, jump peek. We know they've got an AWP. Let's jump peek.
TYLOO just keeps coming on. Why is he another
Or just pick. What? Genuinely. What year is this?
For a normal.
It does
What
kind
year
of
is
feel
this
like
gameplay?
it does kind of feel like we're watching the
Doesn't matter
past.
where the crosshair is, he's just gonna flick it to your head, slowly, immediately
Like
taking
what?
out.
What's
Once
the?
again, someone who's
Where are the
been
plans?
struggling
Where
with
is
the first
any
half
sense of
couple
a
rounds.
plan?
And the rest of them, with the slow buy that they have, scales once again with the judge, maybe hoping to get another 2K there. But you can see BLG.
These are the kind of games that Billy feast on, where
time. And I mean, look at TYLOO. They're inside.
I think Team Mini might feast in this game.
It seems like BLG in this case, they just want to go. And now Ninebody going for the skill.
Okay, nice punish on the solo fade.
But Levius gets one back.
Oh, they're gonna.
Leviticus.
As well, and look at Scales. How many can he
He's
get
gonna
here?
get two again.
He got he did actually get his one this time though.
3v2.
Yeah, but this time it's not enough.
All right, and this time they're actually holding for backside. No, they're not. Okay. The timing for nobody. Ninebody.
Retake here of Bucky and a Phantom,
Nobody.
and no shields on either of the remaining players of TYLOO. I think they might just.
No, it really does feel like an NA Challengers game. It's crazy.
I mean, it is a bit rough. I mean, we are watching 2 out of 3 of the maps that we've seen from China so far are on new maps.
It's a lot. They're actually going.
I mean, it's Bind.
I mean, Bind is. You cannot be
It's
saying
Bind.
Bind is a new map.
It's Bind with no new Asian releases, barely any nerfs and buffs. That's
He just
that are
fucking
specific to
raised
Bind.
It's a
Like,
very
fuck
new
me.
map. He resulted in the post round.
He gets all of the players, and TYLOO, once again, I mean, their economy is a bit strong.
It's a new map, guys.
I don't know if they even
It's
managed to
fine.
get the
They don't have.
It was one of the original 3 maps.
They don't have
a
any game
legacy
plans.
map.
Well, exactly. They're using
maps in the game, and it was
they-
one of the first 3.
exactly, and
Dude,
they
when
are
you
using
pick
their
this
game plans
map-
from 2020.
That someone's in hookah and everything's going the way of
When you
BLG.
pick this map, you have to dust off cobwebs in the custom lobby. It's fucking.
All right, slowly has an up again.
The scoreline
He's
does
gonna
reflect
TP
that
in
as
3
well.
seconds.
7 BLG looking to get an 8th round on the board. I think if they get 8,
All right, they landed the knife properly this time, so knife and prowler to push back Ninebody.
climb on the second half here.
And apparently, I also
He's gonna
have
get
to
smoked
learn how
out here.
to
There's no
count
chance.
Because TYLOO has an easy buy. I don't know what happened to my mind there that I didn't manage that. But you can see the KO coming
Oh
out.
my
the Brother
God.
As well. Ninebody getting caught out, but still not a lot of damage.
Okay.
Taken down by
Viper
Solar.
Wall?
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Get off that up. And,
Just no one watching that short push at all. Rushia comes
Oh, the wrap.
donk swinging through with a stim
Shawarma wrap
beacon.
and spawn.
He just died.
I mean, still better than actually sticking the res. How's he got that? It was
Running
moving.
around, bro. Yeah.
Look,
I mean-
I got Rusher in my
It must have been the bullet
underground
tag.
VFL team, so we're all good.
Rushi is great. Rushi is genuinely really good.
Apart from
I hate this
Oh,
glow.
the gold.
I genuinely
Ace,
think it's
ace,
so
ace,
bad.
ace.
They both didn't quite
Is that just for an ace or something? I didn't
No,
notice
it's
that
when you get a
yesterday.
3K. When you
Bro,
get a
stop
3K, it
copying.
starts out
Right,
becoming
we
an
need to-
outlier.
Lysol needs to trademark this shit.
You should be getting $10 every time someone stands up from the
Yeah.
table. Nothing.
Get your own fucking celebration.
Even maybe would have had the chance to get the ace.
I mean, he's been doing that for a while as well. He was doing it on FBX.
Yeah, long time. Wow. Rushia was walking and then took some bullet tag and it slowed him down enough to be accurate.
Is looking so dominant, especially after the let's say the table tennis that we had in the beginning, back and forth.
I
Come
think
on,
you get shot in
TYLOO.
this game.
And then now 5 rounds
You die?
of BLG. What is
No,
it?
you should have to do a quick time event to like sweat through PTSD before you can shoot back.
Very one-sided on the side of BLG. Yeah, they look shaky, but somehow it's never a 1v1 clutch. It's always multiple people left alive for BLG.
Oh, hello.
rounds, and
Maybe.
TYLOO need to be
Nope.
getting these
Holy
early picks,
fuck.
and it's
How does
not
he
like
kn-
that because YZ is way too fast at those.
You're right.
pre-fire
He is a
shots.
little lamb. He has 11 and 10
Can't
to be
really
fair.
blame Yo-Yo there.
He's the only player who
Top
doesn't
fragging
play.
out on his
Yeah.
team as
Yeah.
the newcomer.
He did also
That's
farm
why
an
he
eco
got
round for like 4
decimated.
kills.
Yeah.
No, don't worry about
God,
all that.
BLG
I
lost
think
the
for some
second,
kind of
and they're gonna
Yeah.
end in a 9-3 half after losing the second round.
That's what I was saying. Tailoo have played one good round so
Understandable, but
far.
once again, I mean, with all of BLG on B, this looks like it's gonna be.
I mean, their setups have just been all backwards.
It should be here, but look. I mean, look, there's two people in hookah. One of them just TP'd into backside, and they're both in backside. Nobody's
TP'd
in
into
hookah,
the ult.
so it's still gonna be possible.
It's so
for
stupid that
Tailoo to
Paranoia
hold
can
this, but
stop
they
an
need to
ultimate
get
for so long.
multiple kills here. They need to get way more than one.
Oh
That's a
my
good
God.
Start, though. Unfortunately,
No.
YZ is way too good at everything he touches because he's just killed two.
Call him
Winnable?
King Midas because anything
Oh my
God.
turns to gold. I
Look
should
at
have
it.
said that. Why did I say that?
Good stun, good stun, good stun.
Oh, and
Shooting
he's
the
still-
player
Oh,
that
no,
isn't stunned
Gale.
first.
But Neff's
You know
gold
somebody's gonna
strike
swing
down.
to defend.
And just
Shoot
like
the
that,
player that isn't
BLG
stunned
cannot be
first.
stopped. It's a 9-3 half, 6
I don't even think you
rounds in a
slide
row.
there, though. You just
I
deal
mean,
with the stun
Tailoo
guy.
Just scrambling at this point, and maybe you get the reset on the half, but it's just looking
What the fuck?
It's looking tough out there for Tailoo.
Ticey, thank you for the 6 months.
Everybody on the side of BLG are
Shadow Maze of Light, thank you for the 5 months as well.
kill and then a 180 turn and another perfect headshot
Well-
onto hookup, perfectly aware of
Yeah, as I said at the beginning of the day, a worse game than the one yesterday.
ending. And there's a little bit of a timeout
Yeah.
here.
Is
Make
Tailoo?
BLG better?
Pause. No, it's half time.
Like
What do you
winning this
mean?
game?
9-3.
Nah.
It's the whole thing I was thinking about,
So
where
let-
it's
let
like,
have a minute.
where
I
G2
just
were
want
talking
to
about when
talk
you're
about
back in your
the
region and there's so many like
BLG
dog
because,
teams,
I mean,
like
this was a
it's
bit
so hard to
unlucky,
get
let's be
better
honest,
for
because,
international
as you
play.
said, there were
Yeah,
two players who
yeah.
could- And then the fade ult
It's one of those
was
games. But what
meant
were you
for,
saying?
like, elbow and
A Tailoo,
half
the
of
second
right.
worst team?
But so it wouldn't have spotted anything if both Tailoo players.
Maybe
were
below them, like
staying
AG?
in.
Maybe,
But
yeah,
one decided
AG.
to TP onto
Maybe
side,
Tekka worse? I'm
which
not
was the
even
Omen,
sure.
And then slowly decided to
Tekka's
TP
supposed
into
to be
elbow just
goated,
as they
in
used
my
the
Yeah,
fade ult.
but
So both
they're
of them
not.
spotted out. I wonder. I mean,
But
probably
they simply are not.
But they're not.
still interesting
Yeah.
to see how. I mean, also Tailoo, just a couple of unlucky things happening to them. Just both.
Yeah,
of these
Elevated
players
was telling us
spotted
yesterday,
out
Shao, that
by
he
the fade ult
blacklisted
and there.
Tech.
But you're right. I mean, at this point,
From VCT China. He has the
they
power.
have to somehow find a reset. As we see the fans here deciding between. Banter
My
and
chat was talking about
Phantom.
this yesterday.
What would you
It's a
choose
lot
between
better to point up and down because when the camera's on you and you're mirrored, you can't mix it up.
Pusher.
Good change.
Yeah, but you don't get the
Good
you don't get the
change.
lighthearted chuckle, you know?
So good,
Like, oh,
especially after they
I didn't mean to do that.
like 145.
Is that's what does it for you? The
That's
lighthearted
content.
chuckle.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, these guys have
No,
emotions.
we need to get it back in VCT America. It's where people just
Honestly,
smile and
I
go,
agree with
"Whoa,
you,
I'm
but
on
I
camera,
would
bro!
much
Whoa!"
I have the game sense of an
Dude, the
iron
worst
player with
reactions
the
are
game
like
of
when you have
FNF.
Sentinels
So
versus
unless I
another
have a
team and the
Phantom that I
person
can
points
space
like
through smokes,
they have a
I just
Sen jersey on, the
cannot
Sen
get a
face
single
paint,
kill. As
point
we
at
get
G2
onto
by
the
accident,
second
feel like they've
half,
killed their
now
parents.
It's Rob
Tailoo on
Moore.
attack. What can they do?
He's like, whoa, 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 guys, I'm
Interestingly,
sorry.
for a couple of frenzies here, gun that
JDG, I always forget about JDG.
finally after the buff,
They're not
Oh,
that
shit.
great.
so it's maybe a bit more. And
I have a really
You
good
were a
maul, though.
fucking JDG stan.
Why is he interested?
I used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit of a lazy
But
clear
quick
from
trade
YC.
Levius.
That's all that.
Oh, dude, this skin is
Nightbody
so
was
fucking
able to
cool,
get
man.
there.
All right, a slightly better defensive
That's
setup
a
here.
little
The
bit on that half. We can see that.
Yeah, because we've swapped sides.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. We're now getting to eat with some decent defensive looks.
He slowly quite find a shot.
This might be a
there. He
2-bite
takes a
meal,
little bit of
man.
chip
They
there.
realize that
3
they're over
rounds,
towards
4
short and
rounds.
showers, so now they push out through hookah.
And actually didn't do
I like what they're doing. Now Neff and Levius back up.
Case, you can see, but now look at BLG's push out. They get so
Oh,
much
they're
info.
exploring markets,
Lucia and
though?
K-Knight
Nice.
might even surprise them from behind. The question is, Tailoo,
You should
they
just be
probably
playing
have to
passive
speed
here
up
for
at this
Levius, I
point.
think.
And now with
Ooh,
Levius
he took a
even being
chunk
spotted
there
out,
through a
finally
wall
shot
bang.
hit from slowly there. And now they speed up.
They get
Now the
TP
question
still.
is
Don't
what
swing,
happens with
don't
Tailoo.
swing.
Gets taken down
All
by
you have to do is
behind
wait.
Levius, immediately taken down
Wait for a
Levius is
teammate,
like
wait for the
Xanax
flank.
then.
The flank is going to cook him, surely.
I mean, he's having against one, but it's a quick trade.
Oh, now they saw them both. Oh my
Please,
god.
like, it's a
Movement, the
frenzy.
movement.
It's not looking good for him. Levius with the 3K wins after 3.
Yo-Yo's,
boy.
yeah, he's firing. He's firing.
Is it truth?
What a statement from Yo-Yo.
Hey, to be fair, like he's getting into these Verno positions where he has like all the info every single
I
time.
can see even
The Verno positions.
Okay, let me make sure.
Yeah,
It's
like-
the
Well,
Verno position when you play really well, but the rest of your team is completely dog shit.
No, well the reason he plays well so and so is because like everyone else is dead. He's traded like 2 people. And there's a lot of
Then you can
info for the
rely on
last kill.
that, but if you're not superstitious, maybe you can still
It's good
rely
positions, though. It's good
on
positions,
Yo-Yo,
like-
because this guy is still
I'm just
top
saying.
fragging
Well, how do you think
across the
MRBL will
game,
do
at
now?
least for the side of TYLOO. Even though it's
mid.
the
Great.
first proper stage up, tier 1.
Well, those are the two options.
That's a really bad start.
I don't think they're going to be
do
terrible,
you think,
but
CMB?
I think they're going to be
Might
mid.
have 9 of them, but
I think we forget how bad like a lot of the teams in Americas are comparatively, and they're just going to be amazing again until they qualify.
Who's
and
MIBR's
really
group,
should
though?
A player that is known to be very smart when it comes to knowing when to take his one.
I don't even think it matters, man.
Chat, who's in MIBR's group?
They're in the wide open group.
How
I'm
many
pretty
people
sure.
are ahead of you? In
Which means they could lose to every
Just
team.
like that, with a ghost
Yeah.
of all weapons and the guns. dropped
Americas.
down
They
there.
are in Crew,
got,
100
like,
Thieves, NRG, Leviathan,
Yeah,
Loud. Actually, yeah, they could do really poorly. That's fuck.
Peas hit hard. They're very fast moving peas.
Oh my
He's
god,
1v1.
they're
He picks up a
losing
ghost, he gets a
again.
Second Nico. Oh, and why would we pick that? Let him plant.
It's a 1v1.
Literally
Sword
just
knife's the
fucking
only
wait.
one left.
Have any patience.
Nice CP onto heaven. I
Oh,
don't think
fuck
that Kane
me.
heard this. Maybe this should be an easy kill, but no, he's still going.
Well,
Well, that's
behind.
both second
And,
rounds
I mean,
lost.
what can you say?
Yeah, but
At
by
this point, there's-
different teams.
I feel like with
Miles,
some-
thank you for the
Still
200
shows
bits.
quality that we're watching.
or Nolan,
All gamers with the signing of their 10th
they
player
just
are
can
one
get
step
a
closer to
2K
getting
from
all of the
anywhere
gamers.
and just immediately flip the round.
How many people are ahead of me in the queue? Not many, bro. Not many. I'm almost there at the quality where AG would pick me up. If I have one more performance like I did in the Mini versus Sliggy show match, if I have one more performance like that, I think I'm getting signed.
Where BLG somehow won the pistol and then TYLOO echoed. Now TYLOO.
Ticey,
somehow
thank you for the
scrapes
6
together a
months.
pistol, and then BLG
Thank you very, very much.
right back. And now, I mean, they don't really have the guns to be fighting early on, but they kind of have to nonetheless.
Right, and look at the spy. I mean, 9-body on attack with a marshal, and then no shields, and the rest of them are just on sheriff. I mean, maybe if he gets this, but no.
Oof.
I mean, it's slowly.
I do like
recovering
watching
well.
Neff.
He's just having a rough game right now, and with
He's
Neff
fun to watch. He's one of
feeling
those,
it
like,
after those couple of rounds
aggro
before.
players
I
that
can't
doesn't
blame him,
take
but
incredibly stupid fights.
Once again,
He's
TYLOO
pretty
and
skilled.
45, we've seen this so many times.
He's fun to
and
watch.
It seems like no matter what they do, they just cannot win a round.
I'm a fan of Neff and
They
Rusha
just
on this team.
Cannot, and they've really slowed it down here. They're waiting for BLG to make their first move because they're desperate for them to make a mistake. And for
Out
them
of curiosity, what happened to
Excited
Sliggy?
for
Someone
11
poured
liters
salt on
of
him.
glue to play tomorrow. Your team
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. 11 liters of
against,
motherfucking
against
glue.
all of the gamers, all 12 of them.
I mean, it's an easy win to begin. It's an easy win to
Oh
start.
my God!
If
you lose that one.
We're not losing that one. We're literally never losing that one.
I mean, we could talk about the Levius whiff,
I like the
but
jump
you
peek
can
there.
take a look at them. So Sword 9
Also,
moves,
XLG
just
plays
as
against
much
Wolves
as
while I'm in the
you want.
US, so I'm going to have to wake up at like 3 a.m. to watch that game.
But that being said,
And I'm sad, you
round
bet
of
your ass I'm
BLG,
setting my
I mean,
alarm.
Once again, TYLOO just, I mean, they
Yeah,
have to
do
scramble
it.
at
You
some
have to
point
declare the
to
amount
try
of
to
butter
get
you're bringing
anything out of
to
the
the
round.
US, or-
BLG just stops her and says, no,
I'm not
you
going to be
just
bringing
won't get
any
on
butter
site.
to the United
And
Are you
States.
going back and forth
dismantling
again
the
for
pistols
Americas?
on the enemy side.
Yeah, but it's this one's pretty nice. I'm there for like week 1, week 2, and then I'm back for week 5 and playoffs. So I have like a nice gap in the middle.
It would be devastating for them heading into loaders, not just in terms of likelihood.
But that also
of
means-
two maps to win this series, but also just in mental.
What's the other option? Teleport?
Ooh.
I don't
Like
know,
fucking
just
sprout
work
wings?
for EMEA.
Jump spot's not quite
Work for
there
EMEA.
for 9-body.
Mm.
I mean, he's seen what YZ has done.
Then what does Brand
Albeit,
do?
Unfortunately, not with the same results. Even trying to
Imagine
hold
how
the
it will
smoke,
be playing
but
One of them
against
will be push
Asia's
one.
champs
Partners
when they have
someone
all the gamers.
like
You
Shine.
don't know if you're
Which I
playing
would.
against
Shine.
Yeah, 2 playback wins, tells you.
2023 EG or 2023 100 team.
They're holding for a push, and at this point, they have to
How
fight the
many
time. They can't go
gamers would
sides.
AG have to
They need
sign
wait for the other players, or maybe just going for a fake here. I'm
to
not
the
big
point
on
where
this.
you would feel confident they could put together a roster that could win in China?
Still waiting a bit patiently.
23.
I thought you meant-
Away himself here, but he
I thought
doesn't
you meant
actually because
how many
Scale spots
players,
him.
like, would AG in a 6v5 win champs? Regular 6v5 every
Wait,
game.
a 6v5?
Yeah.
BLG actually have
Would they win
Ooh.
champs in a
How
6v5?
little TYLOO
No.
I don't think they would.
it's not.
Wow.
It's more orbs for the enemy team. You don't understand.
I actually don't think they would.
You see 4 players funneling into long.
65 is not good for the
7,
six.
surely they lose. You can't lose a 75.
You would lose 75 as well.
No, they wouldn't lose a
Dude, the amount of
75.
ults the other team would get, you guys don't even understand. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but you would just have you could just you would just be good, surely. You've got so many bodies. Think of all the util
guy with a
combos you could
judge.
do.
I think
play-
7v5, it's impossible
Think
to
of the
lose.
comps you could play.
Nah.
But they wouldn't
I'm
be.
on-
They wouldn't be.
I'm on humanity's side.
Wait,
I'm
so
on
how?
5.
Okay, so how many do you think AG would have to play with in order to win chaps?
Why am I suddenly the only one?
It
9.
happens all the time in our
9 and 9v5. So
I
they
think
have
at 9.
they have 4
Yeah.
players defending each site and a floating mid info player or something.
I think that's what it takes.
Or they play a 3-3-3 defense. 3 floating players.
They rush the other side and they're like, well,
I mean, that's
Even with
ludicrous.
3-3-3, that's a risk. 3-3-3 is such a risk because, like, if 3 of them do end up dying, like, that's. Dude, the orbs. Like, think about the orbs.
Now, imagine some of the setups you could do playing Deadlock, Cypher, Killjoy. Or
Yeah, but it's
Vice,
AG.
Cypher.
Yeah, they wouldn't be running good setups. You're already in Fantasyland. They'd be running
Yeah, but
shitey
we can just
setups.
put any util anywhere. It doesn't matter. We got so much.
But will they remember to buy it? Like, would they be able to aim? There's so many questions. So many questions.
For now, though.
Okay, here's a
What are the-
here's a different
You have to
question
think about
too.
salary caps, right? Like, what type of player they're signing for, like, to get 9 up there? Like, it's a fucking. There's rules.
Riot, thank you for that.
I mean, there aren't any salary caps, but they don't have all the money in the world by the look of the players that they're already signing.
Yeah.
All right, what if you got the same amount of money? Your amount of money that you get doesn't change. You still get the same amount for the entire team. Is it better to add more players if they're forced to use worse guns? Because, like, worst case scenario, you could just have a couple of people with classics or something.
Yeah, but you'd rather have the people who just.
Okay,
bury the guns.
but what's the optimum? Is the optimum having everybody use balanced, like, stingers? Or, like, most with bulldogs and...
5 and 13, almost.
It takes
triple
one
Couple
push round to,
stingers?
like, pick up guns and be in the business.
I'd say with. You can buy. I would go for some full guns and some sheriffs.
Nah, put chamber in there. There's gonna be another agent release that has their own
Yeah, you
gun.
could play chains.
All right, yeah.
Fucking 9. It's always 9. 9 is the fucking best number. I'm
They
telling you,
don't need
Valorant.
that. They would win a 7v5.
Look at the solid side.
They wouldn't win a 7v5. I'm telling you right now, it's impossible. They would not.
We need to try it.
Very difficult.
Some maps would just be.
I think
impossible
2G.
to- Like
Name the map, name the map, I'll give you the
attacking
solution.
against a team with 7 players on a set is not possible.
2G
It is,
beats
go
G2
mid.
with 7v5.
No, they they could beat them 5v5. Who knows, bro? 2G's the fucking mystery team, no?
2G are not the truth. No, they are
They're
not.
not. I didn't say the truth. I said the mystery team. They're like the fucking Scooby-Doo team.
What do you mean they're like the
Fucking
Scooby-Doo team?
Once again,
You never know what they're gonna do. Like, who's under the mask? You know? Is it fucking week 2
Ah!
job? Is it fucking?
doing. But I don't think it really doesn't matter because
What?
why
I mean, this round they also they had one player playing anti-flash be long to stop the flash reclear, so that was quite nice from Tailoo.
That's why YZ is so good. That's the
Fuck
reason
it. We're
why
giving
he's
hot ass takes.
in
Loud is
Tier
winning
1
America
for-
Stage 2.
I mean, now-
What the hell are you talking about?
Yep.
Verti
I'm
Robbie
saying it right
BK, Luke Show
number
doesn't
1.
speak English, looking fucking
Number
loud.
1, Equilibrious Beast number 2. Fucking Dark Drift Night Lord number 3. It's over, bro.
I mean,
Luke Show
Loud
doesn't
5-0.
speak English.
Doesn't need to speak English. All he needs to do is shoot and fucking be an amazing sentinel, which he does.
But he can't be an amazing
anyways.
sentinel when he's not getting good comms from the rest of his team.
Dude,
He can't be
all I
lurking
need to
on
do
the
is-
attack side as
I
well.
need Luke Shaw to ping and the player to say, here. That's it. That's all I need. That's all the info I need. And the rest, he gets his 2 every time.
I mean, I hope he's still good. I hope so.
Duolingo also, dude, it's a fucking amazing thing when you lock it down. Like, there's gotta be
It's
some
not.
Duolingo
It's not.
cookies.
Duolingo is not a good tool for this kind of stuff. I don't think.
They got premium,
People
though.
talk
We
about
never
how shit
experienced premium.
Duolingo is all the time.
Separated.
I'm just saying it right now. When Loud win, come back to this.
Okay. Okay.
I'm with Shio.
Let's go!
You're with Chayo that Loud are winning Americas.
Well, of course I'm fucking not. He's lost his mind.
What? Thank you. Thank you.
I just wanted to give him some false positive reinforcement.
All right, but then who is winning? Who is winning? Hot take TMV.
Who's winning America?
Yeah, who's winning Americas?
Almost gets caught out with utility.
I said this on Clutch. Like,
Did you?
America's a two-team region.
Okay, so then which of the two teams?
Down to 28 HP.
Probably G2, because they got sent.
Oh, fucking, you're so boring, man. It's so fucking boring.
It's not my fault that your region is boring.
So fucking boring. I'll tell you.
Boring, guys,
region
with
is
loud
boring, bro.
5-0s, and you guys are crying Brazilian tears. I will be here.
Shall I tell you who's
I'll give
winning?
you a surprise. Like,
What can he do?
who do I think
With
will
the
make
flash
champs?
behind?
Well, G2 already have, so G2.
What a hot take. What a prediction.
Fork found in kitchen,
What a
man.
I'll say that
prediction.
Sten will.
Looking great.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
That's also not a hot take.
quite on the side,
No.
especially slowly struggling
But
with
then
it
I'll
there.
say that.
BLG looking great, looking solid, especially on the defense
Do I have
side.
any faith in
And
100
if they
Thieves?
carry this momentum to Lotus, which is their map pick, as you said, I mean, this could.
I mean,
just
crew
be a
always
great
go to champs, so.
You're all ignoring NRG are going to
Yeah.
champs. NRG are winning stage 2.
Perfect example.
Oh, how many times are you gonna fall for this?
One
How
more
many
time. One more time.
How many times do we have to do this with NRG?
One more
They're
time.
amazing if the games don't matter.
But they're in Loud's group. so
Wait,
what are they gonna
hold
do?
on.
amazing.
That's C9. Amazing when the groups don't matter. Or when the games don't matter.
Oh, yeah, C9. That. Well, yeah.
After flashing,
Well,
doesn't rush.
C9 are in an interesting
And
spot
that's,
because
I
their
think,
group now is
really
like
the
they
big
have some
difference
easy
between
games and they have
BLG
some
and
ones that you know
Tailoo,
they've got Sen and
especially in
G2.
the second half.
Yeah.
So this will truly be the test of are they the
How quickly
just the
Tailoo
group stage
seems
merchants?
to
Because if they
lose
beat
that
Sen and
synergy
G2
they
and then
had
go
around
out,
start.
then it's,
Yeah, that'd
it's
be
never
shocking.
happened.
I mean,
They're
the
never-
start was
they're
maybe a bit
literally never
competitive.
going
You
to
could
a
see the
tournament, ever.
ideas from Tailoo.
What about EG?
I mean, you're right.
EG were
They
looking
won,
pretty
they won, they
good at the end of stage 1.
just
They were looking
technically
great,
just completely rushing.
honestly.
The difference was
Not
first
their
they
year,
had a kill
The
before.
unfortunately.
Yay IC duelist duo in a double duelist meta?
But the
But
slowest,
they managed
most
to
like
manipulate the
painful,
rotates in the
just
sense that they had
pray that
42
your
on
opponent
sight.
is
The
bored.
problem is
Fnatic
when
already
you
play
just
like that. They
do
made the
up and down,
finals of Toronto.
You might
but
just have a
Fnatic know what they're
5v3 on
doing.
site. And if those three people are called YZ, Rusha, and Levius,
I mean,
there's just no chance.
I
You
think
just can't do
a lot of the
anything.
time they end up getting bailed out by their individuals.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Hold on. Let me take a look at America's.
That
Who's gonna be
is
good?
A big statement there from this team.
I mean, whoever wins Omega
Absolutely, and now that they've
has
lost
a
their own
very
map
good
pick,
chance of going to
Tailoo
champs.
have a mountain to be
And that'll be
climbed-
NRG.
to climb here next on
It
Lotus.
could be, but-
before we get onto that, we're gonna take a quick
Or loud.
little break, and when we come back, we're gonna
See,
keep
you're saying
going.
loud.
I'm
Well,
not
let's-
saying loud. I'm not saying loud. Shio is saying
Before
loud.
that, we wanna
I
see
do
who
not
comes in
believe
next
that this loud team is going to do like enough to make it to champs.
Okay, so what happens when they do? I'm willing to put stuff on the line here. Like, I'm so confident. This isn't a bit.
I will learn Portuguese.
Okay, Shaito, tell me this: out of the group Omega teams,
Yeah.
how would you rank their likelihood of going to champs?
I've no idea. Wait, what are the teams again?
Crew, MIBR, 100 Thieves, NRG, Leviathan, Loud. So basically, every Brazilian or South American team and NRG, 100 Thieves.
So, wait, say them again.
Crew, MIBR, Leviathan, Loud. Okay?
Yeah.
100 Thieves, NRG.
Okay. Right. This is not ordered. This is me just writing them down. All right.
Yeah.
So, number one. Yeah, number one, I would genuinely say NRG. Not a bit. I think actually probably the highest chance. Dude, Lev might look pretty fucking good with Sado and Okeanos. All right, let me start at the bottom. I think Louder at the bottom.
Loud at the bottom!
I think Loud at the
Loud?
bottom. Yeah. I think Loud at the bottom. I think the group is just too competitive. One of these, okay, let me say, one of these teams is going to shit the bed and it'll maybe just be completely unexpected. So maybe Loud won't literally be at the bottom, but I think they've got the lowest chance. Lev, I think, are going to be somewhere up here. Like, I do actually think Lev are going to be quite good. Really?
Dude, Lev
You don't
is below,
believe in
bro.
this version of Lev? I think this version of Lev could be
No.
nasty.
Oh, I have no idea. I think that this
no,
is
this
why I
group's
asked,
no,
is
this
because
group's literally impossible to predict.
I would not be surprised
Dude, it's
at
so
all
possible.
if Lev made champs. Absolutely, I wouldn't be shocked in any way, shape, or form. I put numbers by the teams. I think I don't know what to do with MIBR. I put them second, but that's just Aspas.
I think I'm gonna go with the recency bias and put MIBR under Lev, even though I haven't watched any of Lev, and MIBR literally made it to Masters. I'm just gonna take a punt on Lev. 100 Thieves, though. I mean, it's not that I don't fuck with 100 Thieves, but like I think I'm gonna have to put them under, I guess.
I put them 4.
And then, dude, Crew is such a fucking pain in the ass team as well, because they can just
Crew?
They can just explode. I don't know. Second to last, I guess. I don't have a clue, man. I don't have a clue. These 4 in the middle, I don't know what to do with. I do feel like Loud are the least likely, though, because they've completely shifted their system. They have a couple of players that are not as comfortable or don't have the experience coming in English. And I think Robbie's really inconsistent in terms of his firepower.
But we only watched him play 2 games.
Who? Robbie?
Yeah.
He didn't just play 2 games.
He played like 2 or 3 games and he got benched.
I mean, he didn't play many, yeah, but he was literally like fucking dropping 3, dropping 20, dropping 3, dropping 20.
Yeah, but like before that, in the tier previous,
my brain has evolved in order to have pattern recognition. I've recognized the pattern.
Like 2 days of games.
Yes.
There's nothing in Valorant, man. I watched more of Robbie. He's the GOAT. The GOAT.
I think he's going to be better than Vinny, but I think swapping over to English speaking is going to make the team worse in the short term.
Robbie speaks the language, though.
They're not common in Portuguese, man. There's no shot.
Robbie speaks the language. I think I've went over this in a previous stream.
There's
like,
no fucking way they're common in Portuguese,
does as well.
man.
They speak the language.
There's no shot.
I swear. I've gone over this. I swear to God.
I don't believe it. I mean, maybe you're correct, but I don't believe it. I simply don't believe it.
Man denies 1 + 1 = 2, allegedly.
We were talking to Nyang, and he was saying the team's going to be speaking English. Now, that doesn't mean that he's definitely correct, but I don't.
The ping system's pretty robust in Valorant, man. That's all I'm saying.
No,
like,
it's not. They literally nerfed it. They literally nerfed it.
IGL with the comms wheel. I'm not even. They got something cooking, man.
Are we sure that Verti's an upgrade over Dejazine?
Yes.
In terms of the like ridiculous opping stuff that Dejazine was doing, and the games where he was like occasionally taking over, maybe Verti won't be as good as that. But I think Verti will be really, really good. And Dejazine, it's not like he was always putting up world-class performances, but he did occasionally.
Verti played for the other. Well, I mean, are they a football team? I don't know the.
Isolos?
Yeah, because they're club Tijuana, and they've got the badge of the football team of the Mexican.
Oh, then they have to be.
Shayo said Robbie is the GOAT, and he never spends the entire time gassing up underdogs, so I'll trust him. Clueless. Dutch and Portuguese are practically the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Listen. Verti's an upgrade. Verti doesn't tilt. He carried a fucking team to be flawless in its region, in its challenger bracket.
I think Verti might be a better pickup than Dejazine. I'm not arguing with that, because I think that he might have better like interpersonal skills and like fit in with the squad better, etc. Yeah, I could believe that.
But I just right about Team Liquid. So hey, says someone in my chat.
Hey.
So true, actually. Incredibly true.
This is the thing. He was wrong about.
No. I want to go back on you because I actually went back to the bot. I was actually right. I had a caveat of actually it happening in kickoff as well, so I got gaslighted into uncorrecting myself. That's crazy.
I nearly got gaslighted by my chat. Apparently, I said if Paper X won stage 1, I would tie myself to train tracks, and they were trying to gaslight me into saying that I said it about Toronto.
Oh shit. That's dangerous though. There's trains that go on that shit.
Not always.
You got lucky there though.
I did get lucky.
Yeah.
I did absolutely get lucky on that one.
I die.
I'm not rating NRG high because of EWC. I literally haven't watched a single game of EWC. I'm ranking NRG high because I think Som doing a lot of the calling alongside Ethan, along with Scuba just being an outrageous increase in fragging over Finesse, is going to end up with this team doing well. And I think the only way this team can look shit is if they call as badly as they did in 2024 when Ethan was IGLing then. And holy fuck, surely they don't call as badly as they did in 2024. Surely Som will make sure that they don't call that badly.
They did lose by 13-5.
Surely, bro. Surely their macro is not going to be as bad as NRG 2024. But like,
I mean, it's
that time too, they had Demon 1 still trying to learn how to hard entry. Mada doesn't need to learn how to do that kind of stuff. Like, all of the roles make sense. It's only the calling. It is only the calling that's a question mark.
And as we know, that doesn't matter.
And I don't think that's going to matter. I don't think it's going to matter.
For any team at all.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Completely stomped the last time they played it, which was in their last match.
It's allowed time, man. Let's be honest. Like, let's actually not kid ourselves.
So on the one hand, you have one team that has played it.
Do you believe in leader?
Has also lost
the fearless leader?
One team that only gets.
I just believe in the players.
I mean, he's Turkish. Surely he doesn't know Portuguese.
I don't know what the.
Yeah, exactly. That if there was ever a piece of evidence.
Pinwheel system, man. They have a pinwheel system. It's totally fine.
Yeah, and like you said, Tailoo have.
You see the round diff for stage 1? Like, some of the core of the players are the same, right? And the type of duelist they have is kind of the same too. And he doesn't tilt. And like, as you guys just said, IGLing doesn't matter. Then why is loud at last?
Because they're coming in English. I agree that it's a roster upgrade. I just think if they if Verti and Robbie and Leader were all fluent in Portuguese, I'd be on board with you.
They got third place again.
But what if they are? Like, we don't know.
They're not, bro. They're not. Where is Verti from? Is he from the Dominican Republic or something?
So this might still be a match.
Am I just making that up?
Yeah, he is. He's from DR.
Okay, so Verti's from DR, Robbie's from the Netherlands, and Leader's from Turkey. And you think they've picked up all three of those players speak Portuguese?
Yeah, when fucking Vegeta and Goku combine, they turn into something else. Like, it's a fusion type thing. Like, who knows if these three nations come together, what their language sounds like. It's the whole thing. I'm not one to judge what people do in their personal time. Maybe they're learning the language. Maybe everyone else is learning English. You know, you never know. Maybe in game it's a different attitude. It's a different vibe. Wait, what's Tailoo playing on this? Oh, it's a standard ass comp.
Wait, how can you see it already?
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's there.
Are you in the future? You're in the fucking future again.
There's no way I didn't adjust anything.
You're in the future again. Yeah, I'm looking at Mike and Ked's.
Wait, what? I'm looking at Fade.
Oh, now I'm looking at it. Hold on, it just disappeared. Wait, you're not looking at Project Horizon.
No, I'm not. I should be.
That's why it's so different.
Sacrilegious.
I was thinking why you were in the future before.
You know, Lotus is always so fun to watch.
Yeah, I just have the clean feed.
Perspective.
But I shout him out as much as I can.
Robbie BK grew up in Italy, so there's a chance he actually understands.
It's not even, dude, I had to stream him. I swear to God, he speaks Portuguese, man. I'm telling you, I swear to God.
Even if he grew up in Italy, that doesn't mean he speaks Portuguese. It might mean that he understands Portuguese. But he's got to be the caller.
I know some words of things I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that are needed.
I gotta count. What count we on? 1, 2, 0,
1, 0.
All right, keep counting. Keep counting.
37, 6, 5, 34, 33.
Okay, I'm with you.
32. Let's go.
Oh. Okay, sorry. What are the comps?
Mirror,
standard,
default.
Standard and standard. With no neon.
What maps do you like casting, Josh? We talked about what your favorite maps were. Is it different like for casting?
Probably, actually. Let me think.
And with 3 players falling in
yeah, because I don't think I would put Ascent that high, because it has been kind. Well, actually, Ascent now though is much more interesting than it used to be. But like old version where everyone was just playing the default meta, I still think it's a fairly well designed map, but it wouldn't have been my favorite for casting. I actually think Lotus is boring as fuck to cast. There's
Really?
Yeah, the attack side macro is just so flowcharty. Yeah, like samey.
But it's fun to explain. Like you can put different flavors on it every time.
Kind of. But
playing with the doors.
I don't think it's that. I think Split is great.
Cast of that show.
Yeah, exactly. I think Split is probably the best for casting.
Coming up right now.
I mean, Haven's really good too.
And BLG doing what they have to do.
I think Sunset's good.
D-tier map?
D-tier map?
What's your D-tier map for casting?
I mean,
play to one, no
Icebox is still shit for casting. It can be fun for a play-by-play, I think, but for a color, like, it's a bit dull, really.
That's why you're the goat.
What else?
But what a pistol round. I mean, great flash from BLG.
Abyss is actually fairly fun to cast. Because it's quite new and people are still figuring out the meta with regards to like mid control and that kind of shit.
And it seems like
so that'd probably get a boost.
And then unfortunately they went into a trap play and BLG capitalized on it.
Pearl's a good one. I enjoy casting Pearl. The only thing that's bad about Pearl is the like spam post plants, but they don't even happen that much anymore.
What about Sunset?
It's alright.
Just not quite able to convert that into actual round wins here.
Bind is kind of shit because you have to be ready for like execs off barrier drop, and a lot of the time they don't give you enough time to set up for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but for play-by-play, Bind is like fucking orgasm.
He wants to go for the
That shit is just Yapatron the whole time.
Fracture's annoying to cast as a color because there's often things happening on exact opposite sides of the map, and you don't know which one's going to be... Like, it's just timing based on whichever one's going to be the most important. Because, like, one person's trying to make a play over here, one person's trying to make a play over here, and you're like, oh, which one should I be talking about? I don't know which one's going to happen first. Like, they're both trying to happen.
And even still get spotted here. He's not sure if he wants to go for this, but now flashed out. They should be ready, but a bit of damage onto Yo-Yo.
Guys walked up into 3 people.
Breeze. I think I would enjoy casting Breeze again now, but that's just because we haven't seen it in forever.
I think way back when it was so fun to cast too, though.
Yeah, it was quite fun.
You had time to color enough, and
yeah,
there were some plays on like B that were crazy in clutches.
He's just jumping at him from the high ground with the stinger.
And Scales a beautiful one-shot there into Neff, but
what does play-by-play and collar mean? Okay, well, first of all, it's not collar like a dog collar. I'm not walking around with a leash on. It's color. Like, you know, like blue, red, green, yellow. That kind of shit.
I got flashed, I'm gonna go back. Wait, no, I'm gonna go further. So it's always like this play of like, am I gonna peek you? Am I not gonna peek you?
And
is the best color
woof woof. Bren's walking me around.
He got so much damage, even if he didn't get a kill.
Play-by-play is the person going like.
And with one person in a ghost, just completely.
Shayo, give me a play-by-play example.
Hey, he's jumping to the side. Oh my god, there's a nade there. Oh no, it's kind of crazy.
Why don't you just cast what's on screen?
And then the color guy's like, see, that's a really interesting prowler because it gives them the indication that YZ's pushed up aggressively because they broke it so early. So that's, yeah.
Off it comes in, there's a blast back in. It's not going to be enough. Slowly taken down fast.
Could you name more colors or women?
Could you name more colors or women? Hold on though, can't you just make up names for colors? Couldn't I just say like burnt persimmon?
Surely you can name more women than colors.
Surely you could name more colors though, because you could just make them the fuck up. You'd be like,
no, like ones that are
lime green, forest green, emerald green, leaf green, tree green, goo green, bogey green. It's just so like pick a single color and then name like 20 different types of it.
But just name 20 women.
What do you mean? I'd pick a woman. Okay, you can't do the same thing because you can't go like you can't go like, oh, a woman's name Hannah and then just name like, okay, Hannah Smith, Hannah Johnson, Hannah Wilkinson, Hannah. You know, you can't do that because they're supposed to be real people that you know of. They're supposed to be famous, Googleable people.
I could name 500 women, I think.
Fuck off!
Wait, what? How is that?
Fuck off, you could!
And
Within unlimited time, you don't think you could name 500 women?
In under an hour, 500 women.
No, you got unlimited time.
In under an hour, unlimited time, my entire lifetime. Of course I could.
The confidence of all their
Okay, like within a respectable amount of time. Like how many Facebook friends did you have?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what. I think I could name only 10 of my Facebook friends because I haven't been on Facebook in a decade.
So you couldn't remember who you were in class with?
You couldn't name people from your school.
First name and surname.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I think I could name
that's
probably
hard
10. Probably 10.
Wow. So I guess. Well, I mean, that's
Surname
not
is difficult though.
really, is it?
Like
I could probably name 5 people I went to uni with, and I was very good friends with them. I just can't remember their names. I'm very bad with names. I can't remember my colleagues' names sometimes.
A great philosopher. That's
Brent, it's in his
What a
eyes.
shot.
And it doesn't even matter. You can see the cleanup on all sides. Scale's the only one with the rifle here. And it doesn't even matter. Oh, never mind. He gets 1, but that will probably be everything that he gets as K9 takes him down. And once again, look at this mid push. Look at the confidence that they have. And they're like, okay.
Thank you for the 200 bits, Mortaray. Should Riot rebuild a couple of the worst maps from the ground up in place of releasing brand new maps? From the ground up might be a little harsh, but I definitely think that they should do like large... Ooh, my stream's buffering.
Yeah, mine was too.
Ah.
Okay, good. It wasn't me.
Okay, so it looks like Project Horizon might just be dead then.
Dead.
Is it? Hold
I am
on.
at 44, 43.
Oh, for God's sake.
41,
Okay.
40.
All right, hold on. I
38.
think might be the game where we abandoned Project Horizon today. Oh, they're in a tech timeout. Attack timeout. Okay.
28, 7.
Oh my
6,
God, you're so far in the future.
I'll pause for you.
All right.
I'm not even in the future now.
26,
10,
25.
9.
Oh my God. TMV, you tell me where you're up to.
I'm at
Wait.
18, 17,
Okay, let me catch up to you. Keep talking.
15, 14, 13, 12.
I'm with you.
11. Are you good, Shao?
I'm good now.
I
I'm
would
second
say
ahead for the meta, but
I would say Icebox, Breeze, and Abyss need some big changes. But Icebox needs the most changes. I think Abyss needs the second most changes.
You only named 10 people from your school. That is
And
crazy.
Breeze
How big
needs
was your
the
school?
third most changes. There was about 100 people in every year.
Whoa, in university?
No, at my secondary school. At my high school.
100 people every year. How many years did you have in your high school?
5. So it was like
You
500
only had
people in the
500
school.
people in your school?
Yeah. I mean, it was quite nice. We were good friends with almost everyone. It was a really pleasant experience. A lot of people talking about like how they hated school. I was like, we were vibing.
Dude, mine had like 1,500 to like 1,700.
That feels like you would run into people
But
constantly
you live
that you
in
wouldn't
Canada,
know.
bro. Like, people only live in like a tiny portion of the country.
Wait, what?
No, that definitely is a bit weird, Breeze.
Like, you only
That is
live
definitely
in
weird.
like little bursts, and then there's a wilderness for fucking years.
Yeah, but there's lakes there. Do you want me to go live on the lake? Or
Exactly. That's
In the lake?
not how England is.
Like what, a
in England,
merman?
it's just village.
We only have 500 people. That's kind of wild. What happens, like, dude? If there's drama for a while. Then you can't even like Assassin's Creed blend in the crowd. That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, but honestly, I can't even think what kind of
over it.
drama.
You
Yeah, like
deal
with
with it.
their children, they forget and move on very quickly.
But then, like, what about like your like the multiculturalism of like learning from people? Like, you only got 500 examples.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
but,
probably
like,
it was
my
a lot
school was
less
very white.
multicultural than yours anyway.
Yes.
True.
I mean, I lived in a small town. There was like a couple of Asian families, a black family, and basically everybody else was white.
Wait, so, and like, what is the largest? Like, in London, do they have like 2K people schools, like 3K people schools?
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I don't know because I'm
Yeah,
not
I
from
went, I
there.
went to uni with some people who went to very big schools in London.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Just like, was prom and shit important in like your guys' high schools?
Prom?
Prom, and
Oh,
shit.
prom.
Prom.
was prom and shit. I heard you say was prom and shit, and I was like, prom? And I don't know what prom and stuff even is. No, prom was not particularly important.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was a thing that happened, but
I mean, it only happened as well because they just stole it from US culture. It's not something that's...
Yeah, and I feel like it got looked down upon because of that as well.
Yeah.
But does Britain celebrate homecoming? Is that a thing there too?
No,
Or no.
no. That, I still don't understand what that is.
That's like when you go home for like the summer, right? And so homecoming is like coming back to the campus and whatnot, celebrating. Like
Makes no sense. So you're literally not coming back. You're coming back from home. You're home leaving. You're home leaving, not homecoming.
No, but like a lot of the people like in uni and whatnot are coming back to like their homes on campus and whatnot, you know.
But they're
like
not your. That's not your home. That's your school.
Wait, what?
No, that's home, man. That's family.
Wait,
You know
you go
what I'm
back you go back home in summer. You don't go to school in the summer.
Some people did sometimes. The majority of people, I assume, like in the summer, would go back home, go like work a summer job or something, like in their hometown.
Yeah.
I thought homecoming was a sports event where they did like a big.
It happens within sports. Like that's where it's. But like in general, like homecoming is celebrated as like there's a homecoming game, like that's usually a football team. That's my understanding of it, but maybe I'm wrong.
In the US, it's the final home game for the football team. Some do soccer. Homecoming? I'd rather be at home coming. Am I right, fellas? Yeah, good. Good one, Rainy Day Blossom. Firewall 73, thank you for the 18 months. You're right, this isn't rematch.
What's today like in Canada, Shayo?
Fucking sweltering hot.
No, I mean like because it's the 4th of July, and obviously you don't celebrate Independence Day. I get that, but like you Canadians, it feels like you're kind of one step in, one step out in American culture.
Yeah, I was talking about this the other day. It's actually really similar.
It's very
just on
strange.
a different day. Usually it's like they have Columbus Day. We call it like Columbus Day instead. Like it's a different guy did a different thing. We have to have the same holiday.
Columbus.
Oh, I thought you actually. No, it was Columbus.
Actually, Columbus.
Instead of like Independence Day being shared on the 4th, like our Independence Day, I think, or Canada Day is like 3 days before. So like it's in the same. Our Canada Day is July 1st. So we have the fireworks, we have the fucking flags, the
Oh my god.
I don't know, bacon, maple syrup. I don't know what the fuck Canada does, but
God slowly took so much damage.
ours is on the 1st, theirs is on the 4th.
I've been cooking with that maple
became
syrup
a
that somebody
fully
gave me.
independent country, the 1st of July.
I think so. Maybe they won like an esports event. I don't fucking know what happened on the 1st.
I don't think. I don't think that's how the British Empire decided to give up Canada. Because
It wasn't a match on Numbani.
No, it was a game of pong.
how is Russia not winning that? Could be the first round here, guys. Could be the first round. Hold on.
God, I'm fucking thrilled.
Yo-Yo's got this shit on lock. No, I wasn't. I know it was you, Red Blade.
Shit.
I know it was you. I just wasn't sure that TMV or Shayo knew it was you. But yeah, I've been cooking with it. It was supposed to be for Brent anyway, but oh, go on, 6-1. Nobody beats TYLOO 7 rounds in a row.
Now I'm even looking at the schedule for Loud. They just have the best setup. Like I don't know.
Loud have the best setup.
Yeah, like you're facing Leviathan first, like a mystery, like you're confident. It's not like the best team in the world. They've got some roster switches.
Yeah.
Then you go up against fraudulent NRG, who's probably lost their first match because they don't have a leader. Then you got Crew. Their fucking logo's pink. You're the better team with green. 100 Thieves are in there. At that point, they're probably shaking in their boots because it's week 4. They always lose week 4. Then you got MIBR. By that point, you're up 4-0. You got the confidence to take down like the lobby leader, so to speak.
You are coping more than I've ever seen a human being cope. You need to be sent to the ER.
I'm wearing a pink shirt. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
TYLOO punished the re-clear. Open up an avenue into A. It's a huge resurgence. They finished the half 6-6. We start talking about Valorant. I can live in my own fantasy world for a while.
Tailoo need two, like they can only afford 2 losses, right? Like if they want to make champs.
What? Huh?
Want to make champs? Let's start with winning a game.
If they want to make champs, they need to get to the finals of stage 2. So they need to just get to playoffs and then win in playoffs.
Which is like they can only really afford like 2 losses in general. So this is gonna be one of them. Which
Yeah,
is
I guess.
Lucia just opens the door.
Yeah, I mean they're just getting walked on by Rusia.
Oh, slowly's got some sauce.
Yeah, I mean the slowly trade there was good. Oh, and then he misses the Prowler.
Brother, skills. I know you're 1 HP.
Bro,
but
today has been a shocking day for Slowly. He was getting nothing done on Yoru map 1, and now he's 1 and 8 on Ray's map 2. What have they done to my goat? What have they done to my Tailoo goat?
Yo-Yo's taking his aura, man.
Yeah, maybe.
He was whiffing. Like he was in, I guess, good position sometimes, but
He was in quite passive positions too, a lot of the time. Like he was doing a lot of playing from A heaven.
Yeah, and he was early TPing like 15 seconds before for no reason.
He had some nice ideas, but I don't think his team was also like. If you're playing a Yoru, you at least have to have some good ideas about how to set people up in the early round.
Yeah.
I mean, like set the Yoru
like,
up. Your team has to.
Yeah, so
that's what I mean.
Because like Omen was like peeking the opposite side of his like where the Prowler's coming from, late to break the Prowler type shit.
They must have just thought that Slowly was so good on Flex that he would be able to carry them if they put him on Duelist.
Yeah, but like, you know, you stretch a rubber band far enough, it snaps.
He's like the perfect square block, but they're trying to fit him into a circle hole.
Damn, but sometimes it does fit into the circle hole.
I mean, yeah, it depends how big the circle hole is, you know?
Yeah, stretch that. Never mind.
You got a square block, bro? You need to go to the doctor about that.
Dude, sometimes like you go to the bathroom and you're like, damn, I can take it, you know, like some of the results that come out from those performances.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Shit, you
know what you mean.
Like in a different life, in a different career choice, like I could be a star, like. You know what I'm saying?
I just need you to think about what you're saying.
All right.
Before you say it, just have a little think.
All right, good cancel, good cancel, good cancel.
Holy.
And now pivot. You baited out the thorns, you baited out the seas. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I'm going to be watch party in the XLG game tomorrow, No Man. Yes. Wait, actual No Man? Actual No Man from XLG?
Did the orb fuck up because it hit one of the players?
Affiliate? Wait, real No Man? Actual, hold up, actual No Man in the chat. Are you watching the XLG game tomorrow? Wait a second. Yes, my goat. Bring glory.
Is that the actual No Man?
It is actual No Man. Bring glory to the team, man.
What, you want him to change his name to bring glory to the team?
No. No, dude, I'm so gassed up on XLG, and then they just flopped for extremely reasonable reasons. Toronto.
Oh, the timing.
Yo! Easy stuff. Big backstab.
Oh dear, TYLOO.
I want the game to be better than this, though. If you're up 9-0 or something, I need you to do a bit of tossing, because I mean, this game's brutal. It does feel a bit weird, the fact that China only has 1 game a day as well. If you get a shit game, it's like, oh.
Over.
Well, it's only for these 2 days, right? The rest of the event is two per?
I think they do this in the future weeks, though, as well, don't they? Yeah, they do. They have an extra broadcast day, so they do 1-1-2-2 instead of 2-2-2
to maximize revenue or something. If they already have their breeding,
I think things get quite different in China because there's more like media rights companies, so I think they're able to generate more revenue from the media rights companies or something.
They always go all the way to Sunday. I thought they stopped on Saturday.
I think they normally play 1-1-2-2.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
What the fuck? Are you in the future again?
Yeah, I might be. I went back to Project Torres.
For God's sake. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. Perfect.
还好队友补了，1打3的残局拉出来直接找啊，正好上面跳了下去，小 K 没办法。这一分只能说，万幸是在 C 点啊，对面在2颗烟中间给了一个看人的机会，然后这个看人机会让进攻方找到了能够隔烟就在点外产生击杀的一个可能性。对。
So no man, were you living in Wales when you were playing in Europe? Because I see you're listed as like a Hong Kong player on VLR, but then the streets are talking saying that you're Welsh as well.
上半场最后2分，看天路能不能在上半场给自己留点下半场的盼头。飞羽苗看到了，两边都看到了。
Oh, you were living in Exeter for uni. Exeter's a nice spot.
Also, Josh, I never asked, what happened to Bren at the grand final?
So, like, a few days before the grand final, he caught some kind of illness. We were going... Mimi... Every time we have a... Listen, I don't want to blame Mimi. Every time we have a day off, Mimi comes up with a plan for us. She is our fearless leader. And the plan for that day was that we were going to go out to the Toronto Islands, which is like a ferry ride, and then we were going to go canoeing. And it was raining that day. It was warm, but it was raining. And so we went cycling instead. All of the canoe spots were closed. So we went cycling around the island for like a few hours, and I think Bren caught some kind of illness. And his throat was just destroyed after that. He woke up the next morning, and like his throat was just ruined. I think he must have had a cold or something that he caught. And so he took a couple days just like chilling. He didn't have to work too much. And then he thought his voice had completely recovered, and it hadn't. So like in the grand finals, his voice was super strained, and so he was like really heavily focused on that. I think he was also exhausted. It was also like 30 something degrees inside the arena where we were, and for whatever reason there was a fan pointed at me, but there wasn't one pointed at him, so I'm just kind of chilling, and I didn't realize how overheating he was getting. So like it's a really difficult cast because his voice is like on the verge of giving out at all times, and we're trying to manage that. So I'm trying to take like more of the big moments and like constantly like checking in with him to see how he's doing. And then it gets to the end, and he's like clearly physically exhausted, but I thought he'd just be all right. And so I messaged him. We walked back. The fans are always asking for signatures and stuff as we leave, so we snuck out the back route to avoid the fans because Bren couldn't handle it. And then as we leave, a fan finds us anyway, comes up and goes, "Oh, can I get a signature? I sign it." And he sees Bren just sat on a bench nearby, head in his hands, and he goes, "God, I didn't realize casting was such a shit job. He looks miserable." And I was like, yeah, he really does, doesn't he? He does look fucking miserable. And so we went back to the hotel, and I was like, "Oh, Bren, are you gonna come out and have a drink with everybody? Because we want to celebrate the event being over." And he's like, I don't really want to talk or exert myself too much, but yeah, I'll come out and I'll have a drink. And then I didn't hear anything from him for the rest of the day. He went up to his room, and I didn't hear anything from him. But once he got to his room, he realized that he had like heat exhaustion, like heat stroke. So he ended up calling an ambulance and going to hospital and getting put on like a drip for 30 minutes, which he said sorted him out. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, I was just fucking drinking by the time I found out. I literally I'll tell you when I found out. I found out when I saw it on Reddit the next day after I was flying home. I was just scrolling through competitive Valorant, and I saw a quote from Bren's Discord of him being like, "Yeah, I had to go to hospital because I had heat stroke," and I was like, "Oh fuck, I thought he just went to bed."
That's wild.
So, Yeah, it was somewhat eventful, but I didn't realize how bad it was in the moment.
So basically, you caused it by hogging that fan.
Yeah, yeah. I think so.
He's trying to put the blame on Mimi. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No blame on Mimi. Mimi sorted out a really nice day out for us. Wasn't her fault that it started pissing down with rain and Bren caught malaria or whatever.
Didn't Egg go to med school? But famously, he did not complete that.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe
Famously, I didn't complete it. But also, Bren just looked exhausted. His symptoms of heat stroke
I mean, his
didn't
voice
really
you
appear
kind of
until...
felt was on the brink of collapse.
Yeah.
Like even like map 2, map 3.
Oh, and apparently, which I didn't realize, like being on ADHD medication makes you more susceptible to heat stroke. Which was something that my wife was telling me when I got back and told her the story. She was like, "Oh yeah, quite a lot of people with ADHD who are medicated for it are like at higher risk of that." So something to same with SSRIs, same with antidepressants, SSRIs, right? Didn't know that.
It's tough because like it's always nausea and dizziness, right? Which is like hard to gauge from an outside perspective. Like people can power through that too.
Well, he also said that his limbs felt heavy and numb, and he was heavy breathing. So it was like, it was very obviously like something was wrong.
Yeah. But he's chilling now though.
No, he died. It's
That's
unfortunate. Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Shout out, Bren.
Shout out, Bren. Surely this is a good comeback with Tailoo winning the pistol and we actually get a good game out of
win
this.
this pistol, they just end up winning 13-6.
标藤丸一开，而且点里面还有一个很致命的弧光玫瑰，如果你跳点，大概率会被闪得飞七七八八。
Antidepressants can make your depression worse in the short term. I mean, they can make it worse in the long term as well, but that's not for most people. Obviously, your bald head radiates heat better. It does, honestly. It actually does. I run very hot. I give off a ton of heat from my head. It's kind of fucked being bald and, like, warm, because flies love me.
Oh shit!
Like
you have like the sweat that attracts that stuff.
Well, I don't know, but they love hanging around above my bald head. My bald head outputs so much heat that it attracts flies, and they just swim in little circles above my head. It's like actually having an unusual in TF2.
Are you sure that's not because you stink?
Well, it could be.
Don't they usually do that for people that stink?
It could be me just absolutely smelling like rank, vile sewage.
Right there.
Wait,
But
are flies in your home, or like is this when you're outside?
No, when I'm playing tennis, right? I'm playing tennis, and I can't
Online
keep them
or-
off me. Online? What the fuck? No, I'm not playing rematch for tennis. I'm not playing Wii Sports. When I'm on the tennis
He's
court,
playing real tennis, Shio. He's a true Tory.
yeah,
All right. Allegedly.
yeah, but I've got the team captain with flies, unusual effect.
But like, doesn't that give you sort of a buff? Because like you got more eyes on the ball, and like
Have you ever tried serving when a fly's like trying to get upside your nose or whatever? It's
it makes you
distracting.
more focused.
It's
Oh well, I mean
definitely
that's
not.
two different.
Definitely not.
但另外一边的话 ，slowly 飞将狙了一个，是而且有把蟒侠狙对狙，这把蟒侠想捡是很难的。进攻方已经有人
Nice from sword 9.
感觉也没有那么好回
Wait,
收。
what's the time for you guys?
全起标配直接
119, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
侧身正义再打一个，哦，
I'm good.
看到人了
Go on, 9 body.
吃了黑，但是奈夫刚才也吃了闪，而且自己位置被锁了，主要是是的。
Well, there's a big win for Tailoo.
正义啊，其实已经
All right, good eco from them.
这感觉又突然之间来了。
Well, Yeah, they forced, but yeah.
Would you say 13-6 TMV?
Oh no, maybe they didn't force. Am I losing my mind?
About that now that they lost this eco, another eco.
Was it an eco or was it a force? I wasn't paying attention at the beginning of the round. I was talking about flies.
They lost against an eco.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, classics. I mean, obviously the one guy with the sheriff or the marshal.
Marshal, yeah. I don't watch much CN, but I saw that Reddit post about the best players in each region. I thought Ninebody was supposed to be the GOAT. What? Who the fuck is making a Reddit post about best players from China and said Ninebody was one of the best players?
Oh, they were mispronouncing Vukashu. I understand. It's a very common thing that happens.
Were they maybe... Do you mean nobody? Hello. Oh, what is that? Really? Has it got our address on it? Wait, what is it though?
This is a nasty angle.
Oh my god, it's my Genshin Impact cosplay. I don't know. Oh, is it not that? I don't think I know what it is. Do you have a knife? I need to get through the sellotape. That's a pen.
主要是 A 冲的位置还是没有拿到任何 BLG 的信息，然后另外一边的话是有马甲的直架，就尽管这分没有湖光玫瑰的一个帮助，但 C 点还是非常好守的。雷灌过来，人逼出来，也是死血了。耶！家里说要把疗犬换掉，来不来得及？但不管怎么样，对于天路来说，现在是来到了一个自己比较舒服的时机。孙建芬翻到了对面的大香分，对面的经济其实会。
I ordered a black box. Chat, I ordered a black box. The what is on the top? This is on the top. So what do I... Pull... No, that doesn't...
Oh, okay.
That doesn't think.
Slide it out.
Slide?
Man discovers boxes.
How did...
Josh.
I don't know what to do with it. How do I open it?
Slide it out.
What do you guys think about YZ on Raze compared to Neon on this map?
Okay, I'm holding it up.
Like, surely it's because of Tailoo not being here, but...
Oh, wait, that's a lovely looking box. Look at that box. That's a nice box. It's a good job I ordered a nice box.
Yeah, I think either's fine. I think YZ's Neon is a bit better than his Raze.
Yeah.
Oh, hog chain.
BLG 其实也上一分也没下到包，对，所以也就意味着如果这一分他们输
No, not you. I mean the Emmy. I don't mean you're not allowed in the box.
所以如果下一分输的话，你就基本上
Come on, get out. There we go. Holy shit. 2024 to 2025 Sports Emmy Awards Outstanding Esports Championship Coverage Valorant Champions 2024 Grand Final Edward Gaming versus Team Heretics Valorant Esports Joshua Wilkinson Event Analyst. They changed it from play-by-play. All good. All good. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Do you want to use it to hold the door open?
You know, I told you it goes from the back of the toilet.
Yeah, back of the toilet, I think. Awesome. Well, I'll watch the rest of my game, if you don't mind, and then I'll take some pictures or something. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. Alright, love you. Thank you. I thought it was my Genshin Impact cosplay.
Carry mode from Russia.
That really is so silly, calling them event analysts, isn't it? Play-by-play is actually closer to what I was doing than event analyst. But whatever, whatever. All good.
You're taking this game far too seriously.
It's fun though. I mean, we're seeing cool stuff. I want to learn more about TYLOO.
I started
never played
opening
this map before all year.
I started opening my mail instead. I got distracted.
What?
Did you on stream?
Yeah.
Anything interesting?
Well, I got something from the bank.
It's ominous, like something good, or?
I mean, they want their money back.
You failed to pay your tax for the 4th year in a row.
No, my Emmy arrived in the post.
Nice.
So I was just Just pogging over that.
How big is it?
Don't know. Bigger than my head. How
bigger than your head?
Yeah, it's bigger than my head. It's like as big as my torso, maybe, but not as wide as my torso. No, it's not as tall either. It's not as tall either. It's a little bit shorter than my cock. Probably about 15 inches, something like that.
Really small.
What is slowly doing, man?
What's Slowly's KD at now? 7 and 15. Okay, he's picking it up.
Dude, it's time to drop the op. I don't want to see Slowly with another op for like 2 matches. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, but also, shouldn't he just swap roles entirely with Yo-Yo?
But Yo-Yo's doing really well. Like,
yeah, but wouldn't Yo-Yo do better on duel list?
Might be more natural on it, but maybe they tried stuff and slowly just wasn't up to par on the initiator rule comparatively to Yo-Yo.
Yeah, maybe.
But hey, maybe they could change it up. You're not wrong.
The box, honestly, is nicer than the Emmy.
Experiment, man. They can only afford, what, 2-3 losses?
Like, the Emmy is cool, but I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting the nice box. And it's a really nice box. It's the nicest box I own.
You can live one phantom bullet. Doesn't matter.
Oh, Scales, Impact. Nice, Scales.
Wow, Scales.
Redemption. Oh, he's. Oh, that's Aura loss. That's Aura loss. You can't stand up. You can't stand up fucking giving it to the other team and then trip over your own chair leg and nearly fall on your ass. Euphoria, thank you for the 13 months. Is this stage 2? Yes, this is week 1, stage 2. First matches for these teams.
That's such a luck kill.
Who am I cosplaying from Genshin? Ye Miko. She's got a tasteful bit of side boob.
Oh my god.
No way.
Oh. Nice re-clear. Oh, good trade as well. Wait, Scales is activating.
Next one around. Unless you lose that to a girl.
Yeah, it's like a fox girl. Are you wearing the tail?
What the fuck
I don't think it comes with a tail.
What site are we going to?
Do you have the side boob? I've got some chicken cutlets.
What are we doing? Why would we not just wait?
Ooh. Wait, we're not going for the gun? We're going back into B?
Hello?
Alright, wins it anyway. Wins it anyway.
Shut up.
I've got a tail that you can borrow. Is it like the Plat Chat one? Because somebody once sent Plat Chat a tail, but I couldn't wear it. Do you need to ask that question, Josh? Okay, well now I know the answer. Now I know the answer. What, the stand? Do you mean in real life, or do you mean actual emojis?
No, like in real life. Like there's a live source stand. Right?
If you could do a on the desk handstand, that would be unbelievable aura. You pop off and you just hop up on the desk, legs in the air.
With your headset still on?
Yeah, with your headset still on, yeah.
Your head's in the same place. You're just fucking.
Well, it's upside down, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, on the Z-axis, it's the same. I wish you were allowed to do the XQC desk slam. That'd be fun. With your heels?
With your heels? Is that a
You've
thing?
never seen that before?
No, I've never
Like,
seen that clip.
Basically, you push yourself up on your armchairs, right? Like hovering.
Right.
And then you bring both your legs down on your desk as a slam.
Oh
like your
my
heels.
god.
That's
He really is a gremlin of a human.
I think Overwatch did that, so it's understandable.
What are they cooking here? The late pivot back.
25 seconds straight back into the pit.
Oh, they missed.
Pop the fucking thorns.
You know where he is. 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 Oh, that's unlucky. Two people go straight past him, and then he dies to the random spam.
Mike, hello? Fuck me.
Does Yo-Yo win the round? He didn't swing.
这个安全帽也就意味着3个人都要在点里面守，而且没有太多技能。露露把自己为数不多的技能赶紧扑出去，对，要阻止对面第一波的回点，所有的击刀同玩第一时间全部展开。
攻击的时候来了，而方的反击看一下，
也没什么技能，
也没什么技能，只有个剑影可以去使用。
小头低位，
水下
一个。
王者主动找机会拉出来，哇，漂亮，老九收到。
I lied. Nice, slowly. Nice. He's getting back into things. Gradually.
对，那这分的话，其实我觉得最大的变数可能还是在 Scales 在这个烟里哦。
Isn't there a rule against standing on the desk because of Demon 1? I think it predates Demon 1, but it might have been in reaction to that. But I think doing a handstand doesn't count. Because your hands are supposed to go on the desk. And, like, they wouldn't penalize you for having really, really heavy hands. That would be... anti-disability. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Terms and conditions, it's like there's a certain amount of weight you can put on.
It's not about having heavy hands, is it? It's about...
Well, no, because that's what I'm saying. Like, if you had one player, all right, let's call him Jim Bob, and he just had 100-kilogram hands, they would still let him play. Okay, so now I've got my hands in the exact same position that Jim Bob would, and they're still putting 100 kilograms of force down. It's just that my entire body is above them. Why does that?
No, but
like, what's wrong with that
even
rule?
More though, because the rest of your body is also on top of that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I weigh 100 kilograms. So my whole body weighs 100 kilograms. His hands weigh 100 kilograms.
No. So your whole body. No. See, this is where I'm confused. You can't have your hands weigh 100 kilograms and then your whole body.
No. His Jim Bob's hands weigh 100 kilograms versus me. My whole body weighs 100 kilograms. Jim Bob's fucking massive. He's like Andre the Giant looking ass.
Okay, but even if he was Andre the Giant, he could not. His hands could not weigh 100 kilograms.
His hands and his arms, which also you're allowed to put on the desk. And he could be leaning. He could be leaning.
Hands and arms can weigh
this would be a 700-kilogram individual then. Like,
right, he's a polar bear. He's not a human. He's a polar bear. Jim Bob the polar bear.
He'd be a whale. He'd be a.
There's no rule.
Well, that's really fucking rude. It's really rude to call him a whale. Actually, that's fat shaming, and that's fucked from you.
700 kilograms.
Yeah, it's just
not fat shaming.
He's just got an endocrine disorder, okay? Oh, K-Knight with a god tier clutch. Oh, I was seeing Simon flashbacks. Simon flashbacks. Now, all I'm saying is, I don't think that's against the rules to do a handstand, as long as it was safely controlled.
Well, the rules right now say you can't put more than 85 pounds of force on the table, like per their terms and conditions.
That's not the rule. And even if it was the rule,
you can read it. I have it on my screen.
I could
now.
literally.
Got the fucking
if I leant on my table, I could apply more than 85 pounds of force.
Yeah, but most pro players aren't as fat as you.
I think it's.
Also, that implies.
Force it when they want.
That implies if Oxy jumped on the table, he would still be within the rules.
Oxy's more.
There are so many loopholes.
Extra force.
He's not jumping. He's slowly, gradually, carefully getting on the table.
Yeah, but like the weight of the pressure on him in the moment is also added to his body.
Did you take physics?
You think that the weight of a moment physically makes you heavier?
Absolutely. Absolutely. 1,000%.
The gravity of the moment. Literally.
It adds up, man.
So he can do it when they're smashing Fury at 12-1.
Yes, but if they're like in a
close versus Sam.
13-12 overtime, you can't get on the table
Okay.
lock, so you got to be careful.
That's why we should be measuring things in newtons. What if you... Huh?
Who?
Never heard of him.
I'm joking.
You know Newton poked sticks in his eyes to figure out stuff about colors?
Yeah, is that how you know so many colors?
Yeah, dude. Oh, lime green, emerald green, vomit green.
Goo green, as he said.
Me with a stick in my eye. Ooh, clean from Rusia again.
101.
1 minute 15. Don't commit to C. Come back to A. Take A. Okay, fuck it.
We commit to C.
Fuck it, go with a bad Viper spit that they can just walk around.
Yeah, what the fuck is this spit?
I mean, it does lock waterfall
As long
down.
as it's fun inside, it's fine.
Nice.
Yeah, this game is Jova.
It's over.
But closer than we thought from Tailoo in this half.
Again,
Yeah.
does that matter to my day at all?
No.
I mean, I got to learn a bit about Tailoo. It was an exciting experience, no?
But did you learn anything you liked about them? Because I learned some things that I didn't like about Tailoo.
I learned that Yo-Yo's transitioned really well into an initiator role.
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
he's a
But
really
do you
cool
think he
player.
should stay there? Because I'm still not convinced.
I think
He's not been
someone needs
performing
to-
better than Slowly when Slowly was on this role.
Yeah, but I think if someone just gets into Slowly's game and uninstalls the scope from all his guns, he might play better.
I mean, then again, Slowly, it's not like Slowly was playing more of the flex stuff anyway, right? Not necessarily the like. Maybe Yo-Yo's going to be their straight up hard initiator.
Maybe they're going to be running double duelist, double smokes, and a thingy the whole entire time. Who knows?
Yeah, they might do.
I mean, it's a double smokes meta, so you can do the most creative things, I guess, in comps like this. Yeah, what are your guys' Corode comps? Like, what do you think is Corode? Maybe you talked about it yesterday, but
I have no idea. I really don't like theory crafting at the beginning of maps because it's just easier to let the pros figure it out.
dude,
Bruh.
That's unlucky for 9, buddy.
dude, I love Omen Viper on that map.
Yeah, it's the fact that neither of them played Viper to me is just like...
It does seem
Yeah.
like you could get an enormous amount of value from, on-site Viper setups. It does feel a bit like Split in that sense. I was also surprised neither of them were playing Fade, because Fade seems really good on that map too.
I think Fade Sova is always good, but Fade's just better in value.
Double Prowlers plus the Haunt.
Yeah. I think Sentinels are like Cypher Vise is also really good, and then you get like Yoru Neon.
Yeah, I think if I was gonna make a comp, it would be Neon, Fade, Omen Viper. Yeah, I think so. Because I think the stun is gonna be super good on that map. I think it's gonna get enormous value.
Well, GG.
Hold up, Yo-Yo moment. He only needs 1 HP. Come on, man.
Well,
Oh, GG's.
was it GG's?
I mean, they pushed him back from 6-0 to 11.
Yeah, I mean, it
13-9.
was better towards the end.
Like, imagine it was your friends playing. You'd be like ecstatic. Yo, good job, guys. Like, you did such a nice try. You know?
Shall we become pro players?
Let's fucking do it.
I'm just checking to see if. Okay. I'm not required for another hour, I think.
Are you moving?
Do we want to play? Yeah, I need to help my sister was moving yesterday and today. She still has her old place for another month, so she's like trickle moving, which is better for her stress, but also means that I can't just get my good brother helping points done all in one day. You know what I mean? Like, if she just had one fucking moving day, then I could help her all day, and then that'd be nice. And instead, I'm like slowly going to be required to do things over the entire month. And then my cousin is moving today from London up to York. And so I'm anticipating maybe needing to help a lot with that, but she has got professional movers, so maybe not.
I mean, why is everyone moving houses on?
I was about to say, is it like
2 house movings in one?
Is there an earthquake happening or something?
Yeah.
I mean, no particular reason, I think. Oh, no, actually, there is a reason. Because my cousin has a bed for my sister, so they wanted to sync up their moves together. So that the bed just went straight from one house to the other. Yeah, exactly. I also have to help my sister carry a sofa.
That seems like a pretty big commitment for one bed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not really ready to buy a house, but hey, you're moving, so I might as well.
Yeah. Well, then it's a rental place for my sister. Anyway, I think I want to play some rematch again. Any interested parties? A little cheeky hour of rematch.
I need to do some other work.
Yeah, so I hate how much you're like prioritizing your YouTube channel, man. Just give up and play. I know it's your job and shit, but just do what the rest of us do and play video games for fun on Twitch and then rationalize it as being your job as well.
Can't do that.
Oh, tragedy, man. Tragedy. Do you want to play some, Shia?
I'm already like in free play.
Both ends of the spectrum, bro.
Yeah.
Both ends of the spectrum. Crazy.
Well, good luck.
Alright.
Well, maybe once I've done this work, maybe I'll play a game.
Alright. Are you going to get it finished within the hour?
I'm coming up with the player prices for VFL.
Oh, you're coming up with the player prices. Do you not just look at their points from stage 1 and then like
I've got up
use
their
that?
VLR rating, their KPRs, their ADRs, and their...
But why not use internal data from VFL?
Yeah, and I've got their points per game.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm coming up with a mix, and then I'm doing like that times how good I think the team will be.
Right,
It'll be
I
a bit
see.
tough.
So if we just pick... The best way to exploit this is to go the opposite of what you think, in terms of... And then get it right, I mean, as well.
Well, yeah, you gotta be right.
Yeah.
I mean, you famously, I don't think you'll be doing too well at that.
How did I do in Toronto? Because I'm pretty sure my top 4 was abominable. Because I hardcore indexed into G2.
Yeah.
And they immediately went out in one game.
Yeah, your decision to get rid of your Paper X players for G2 players was
a horrendous decision.
A genius call again.
G2 were playing against Paper X.
Okay, I think you ended up doing okay.
Where's the leaderboard? Does it even exist?
Hold on. It did exist, yeah.
Was it like the spreadsheet leaderboard?
Well, there's that one. Well, what's this?
I couldn't change my VFL because my apartment caught fire. I mean,
we've got.
That's a really
we didn't have an
good
overall one,
excuse.
but we got week 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I can tell. Let's see. How bad was your week 3?
My week 3 will have been awful.
You got 100 points in week 3 overall. To put it in perspective, first place got 206. So considering
honestly, that's not even as bad as I thought.
What did I get in week 3?
How did I still get 100 points in week 6? In week 3?
Well, there was best of 5s played. So, did you have any Paper X players?
No, I only had a G. I only had. Wait, who did I have? Who the fuck did I have? I've no idea. Wait, if I log into VFL now, will it tell me?
I don't
No,
think so,
it won't. Tragic.
So.
I can't remember who I had at all.
Didn't you have an XLG player?
Yeah. I still had Coconut, I think, on my team. Which is crazy.
So I only got 122 in week 3. So yeah, I mean, you didn't do that bad.
How the hell did I not do that badly? That is weird. The GT players must have gotten a lot of points even though they lost? Or something?
I don't know, they kind of got that many, but...
I IGL'd Leaf. I remember that.
You IGL'd Leaf week 3. How the
Yeah.
fuck did you get any points?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think your numbers might be wrong.
Maybe they are. Anyway, I beat you and that's all that really matters.
Yeah. Is that all that really matters? Who won? That's what I want to know.
That's some rando.
Oh, my sister's calling me. Hold on. We might have a problem with rematch.
All good.
All right, I think I need to go and sort this out, actually. So I'm not going to play rematch.
All good. No worries.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, sorry, chat. I think I'm going to have to end my stream there because I'm going to have to go and help my sister move. And that also means that I need to go and, like, ring up my parents and see if they're dropping off the trailer in time. And, like, I've just got stuff that I need to sort out. So I'm not going to be around. In terms of other streaming, though, tomorrow, let me have a look. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'll show you the VCT China schedule. Let me raid... Hold on. Wait, who are we raiding first? Let me find that information. Who's live? Who's live? Oh, Yinsu and Coach Mini as well. What is Yinsu doing anything after China? Is Mini doing anything after China? Oh, Mini's doing a VOD review of Paper X Fanatic. I'll send you over to Mini. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Tomorrow. This is the schedule for tomorrow. At 10 a.m. my time, which is like 2 hours earlier than I went live today, all gamers are playing against Shilai. That should not be a good game. That should be a very bad game, but it should be a 2-0 in the column for XLG, and for that reason, I am going to tune in. And then the next game actually should be pretty good. Wolves against FPX. I think FPX could give Wolves a good game there. I mean, I guess it's got some chance of an upset potential, actually. But it depends how good Wolves are playing. Obviously, if they play like they did in Toronto, then it shouldn't be too much of an upset chance. So, in theory, some like... I pop off because Shilai are winning and we wear the jersey that they gave me in Toronto. And then we watch and cheer for Wolves. So a good day of games tomorrow from VCT China. So that's what we're going to be watching tomorrow. And in the meantime, I will send you over to Coach Mini. And I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a wonderful little day filled with whatever the hell you're doing. And I hope you have a nicer time than me, who's going to be lugging a sofa around up 3 flights of stairs later on. I'm hoping I can fit it into the elevator, but I think possibly I might have to lift the sofa up 3 flights of stairs. So that's going to be tough. See you then. Bye bye.